What? You guys, look. Oh, wait, let me save myself. Hi, hello everyone, it's me, Pulveron, and yes, today we actually have my PNG model. Hey yo, let's go. Well, my other PNG model, the one that's actually voice activated and stuff. Yeah, big whoop whoop. My big bro helped me set up with the new graphics card thingy, and we were able to like work out the things, and now we can play games, and we can also use my Vroid model. But not today, cause today's not the time for experimentation. Today is the day where I'm gonna be playing on our usual schedule, which is what's this called? Roadwarden. Yes, sirree. That's what we're doing. We're playing Roadwarden today. Oh, wait, let me just see the chat real quick. There you go. There you go. Now I can see chat. Okay. But you guys glad that you can see this? Yeah? Did you guys miss me in this version? Or maybe did you guys miss me in my other version? I don't know. Wait, let me place my mic back. Yeah. Also, like the stand, we got it to work out, but it's a little bit unstable. But you know what? It's good enough. It's good enough. Okay, let me place it back there, and then bada bing, bada boom. Did you guys miss me in this version too? Well, I'm assuming not. Probably. No. If you guys didn't miss me, I sad. What? Okay. Let's see. Ah! There we go. Testing out stuff, working out things. We just got the graphics card today, so everything should be alright. You know what I mean? Woo! A little bit up close and personal with me, huh? There you go. Ta-da! Now we should be okay. We should be a-okay with the streams. And hopefully we won't be having any troubles, you know? All my troubles seem so far away. Roadwarden. Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Okay, let me just place this over here. Okay, so I can see everything. Then boopa doopa scoopa. Yes! Okay. It's loading. It's loading so much faster. Yes. Yes, I can't wait to show my brother. Can't wait to show my brother tomorrow. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. We were testing it out earlier by playing like Minecraft and stuff, and I was thinking, now I can like show you guys my Minecraft world again. Yeah. With me and my sister and my brother, we were all playing around. There you go. Animals and humans can be healed with spells, but the master in one field of magic may know nothing but about the other. I can't talk. Enter. Hopefully you guys can hear it well. But like the volume, like it's crazy here. Oh my god. It is crazy. It's crazy, you guys. It's crazy. You guys can't feel the same thing that I'm feeling right now, but look, it's so beautiful. The graphics are so nice. It's nice already, but it's like a lot nicer now because it's like loading. Wait, can I hear the one? There you go. Okay, hopefully this. I'm trying not to get copyrighted. Roadwarden for some reason like gets me copyrighted on YouTube. So I try to like lower the volume as much as possible. So continue. Oh gosh, okay, I can't remember. What were we supposed to do? I can't truly remember that well. All that well. Why are we at Foggy's? I can't remember. I can't remember that well why we're in Foggy's. But we're at Foggy's right now. So let's make the most of it, yeah? Okay. Let's see. Da-da-do. I entered this tavern. I approached the foragers. I approached the foragers, maybe? let's discuss. Oh no, I don't have the monies. I don't have the money. I entered the tavern probably. Let me see. I approach Foggy. I'd like to eat. I need to buy something. I have things willing to part with. Wait, how much money do I have? Oh, oh, now I remember. I remember why we're here. Oh, we just ruined so many relations, you guys. We just ruined so many relations. I just remembered. We're awful. We're horrible. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh. I just remembered we kind of like broke Foggy's heart by saying the truth. But like, bro, I couldn't help but say the truth. Okay. Let's, I have 21. How much do I need? Food rations? Okay, let's return. We need nourishment, but I go outside. I feel so bad. I feel really bad. I feel awful. So awful. Incredibly awful. It's so sad. Shall we go to Creeks again? I don't remember if we just went to the Creeks. Gale Rocks maybe at this time? I'm not sure. We can go to Gale Rocks, I guess. Oh, we were supposed to go to the church. Okay, I remember now. We were supposed to go to the church, but like it's 8. But I don't know if we have enough time to go to the church. Let's just go to the Creeks for now, because I really can't remember what we last did. I can't remember that well. I approached the shallow. No, I already washed myself. Oh gosh, about the Eastern Path. Oh, okay. A friend. But the hunters. Oh no. No. Okay, we can. I still want to do the thing. That's the thing. Oof, my brain is not made for this, you guys. Should I go to Gale Rocks? Should I go to the pier? Let's go to the pier for now. I know I'm wasting a lot of time, but like, girl, you gotta understand, your girl is having a hard time. Okay, I approach the pier. I head to the fishers. Oh, nice. Okay. I was sent here by an old druid from the south. He claims that you owe him a male empress carp. There you go. What? I owe nothing to that old fool. I can have it here tomorrow if you want. But better a coin with you. I need to ask someone to look for it with a net. And that will take hours? Okay, so I have to go to him tomorrow about it. Okay. About Spirit Walk. Is Cassio working with you often? His eyes narrow. I used to. Now I don't. Such are things. She's an annoying lass. But that's not about it. Okay. About the Spirit Rock. Ay. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about, I guess, later. Goodness gracious. This is so difficult, you guys. I approach the pier. I leave the pier. I won't get cleaner in the ocean. I have so much money, but I feel so guilty, you guys. Like, I feel awful. Okay, should I check out what's in Gale Rocks? But, like, it's so late. Why not? You know, maybe we can get something, because we need to talk to someone. I'm trying to remember who I need. I'm pretty sure I wrote down who I needed. Wait, let me look for that note. I'm pretty sure, because the thing is that I now know, in order for me to win this game, or like finish this game, is that I need to write down names and stuff. so I can understand what I'm doing here. Let me see. Who is it again? Oh wait, let me lower the volume. It's a bit loud on this area. Like, I love the music, but like, girl, don't make me get copyright striked. You know what I mean? Don't give me some copyrights. Photios? Photios? Is that it? Yeah, I already talked to him though. Okay, I'm good. I think I talked to him, yeah. In the pier, yeah. Let me lower the volume a bit more. Okay, let's go travel again. Let's go travel. Oh wait, let's see. You go to looking for someone. Locals scowl at me when I ask about Asterion. Fishers are nowhere in sight. I could still learn about the wares of the village. Okay. Let's go travel. Come on, vamonos. Everybody, let's go. Let's go back to Foggy Lake. Okay. Wait. What do I need again? Journal. I know I need to give somebody 5 food. Swamp Altar, Spirit Rock, Ruined Village, Recruit a Hunter, Missing Hunters, Matching, Hidden Village, Luscious Band, Tarsus' Wand, Fetching Food. Quintus won't let me use a gate unless I give him 5 food rations. Okay, I need to get 5 food rations. I entered the tavern. Okay, I need... How do I get food rations again? Do I get from Foggy? Wait, let me... I'm pretty sure that I get from Foggy, right? Food rations. If I buy, like, food from her? Yeah? I'm guessing. Should I get it? I'm thinking and my brain is like, yes. Cause I was able to get like food rations from her before, right? Or maybe I should go to Howler's Dell again. Can we go? Wait, I want to check if I can still, like, go. I wrote down a name. It's Portia. It's Portia at Gale Rocks. I wonder if, like, how many hours? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Can I get at the creeks? I don't think I can get anything at the creeks. Ay. Okay, you know what? I'll get Gale Rocks. You guys chill. Let's sleep. Okay, we'll sleep. We'll wait. Oh gosh, no, never mind. I don't. We'll travel. Sayang ang oras. Let's go to the foraging grounds and let's get some like stuff that I can get. Some little furry critters flee away from you through the short grass. Nothing here is as loud as your palfrey's hooves. You don't spot any larger predator. I followed the directions to the spot where the dead man was found. I could try to forage. Where the dead man... That's curious. I don't remember there being a dead man. Let's go. Oh! You head behind the shallow pond in the far east and find the small ravine of sorts. Though instead of water, it hides torn clothes, broken tools, remains of a camp. There are no bones around it. Whoever had found their end in this place surely turned into an undead for years or decades. There is a broken rope hanging from a tree stump. The other plant is already at the bottom of the ravine. Let's take a closer look. You grab Sally's halter. Your mount observes the area nervously. Not willing to graze the sparse grass, you pat it aside. It won't take long, you say, knowing both that it doesn't understand you and that you can't. Hey, you can't be sure, bro. You can't be sure that your words are true, and you can't be sure that your palfrey, Miss Sally, doesn't know what you're saying. Come on. Horses are intelligent. It lowers its head and starts to paw the ground. Not willing to repeat the mistakes of the previous traveler, you tie a rope to a stone instead of any plants. You take only what's necessary, descend, leaning your boots against the rock face. Oh, I'm checking the time again. I'm so worried. The sounds of the wind and birds are muffled and echoed. You end up in the corridor of the rocks. I approach the traveler's possessions. Oh, look at that. You see that? No lag. No lag. I'm so happy. You find no blood, no flesh or bones, but clues tell you all you need. Someone was betrayed by their own rope, now lying on the ground on a torn loop. They landed on their bag. Oh, dang. Okay, so they were cushioned by their bag. But I guess it wasn't strong enough to cushion, like, their fall or something. Yeah. You find a bunch of broken supply jars and scraps of linen, then tried to crawl away. You found nothing of value, not even the dragon bones. Maybe that's why the dead used their own unreliable equipment. You're ready to climb back, but once you turn around, you realize that you've overlooked something sticking at the cracks of the wall. Oh, please don't tell me it's a bone. I'm so worried that's like, oh, hey, nice, you found a bone. A human bone. But, that's not something that I'd want to see. You realize that you've overlooked something sticking out from the wall. A pickaxe surrounded by dozens of cracks. Some smaller rocks have already crumbled up. I grab the tool. Ooh! Oh, I got something. A copper vein. What's that? What's a copper vein? It gives away easily, more thanks to the rust than your muscles. You throw it away using your hands to pull away the shreds of the wall, and gasp once you recognize the patina under the surface. You kneel down and take a better look at the rocks. At least half of them bear a touch of green copper, like a statue in the old temple. You come to your senses, pushing away the images and fortunes. Future idleness. A group would have set up the hamlet here to inspect the vein. With workers, guards, goods, tools, all under the noses of the locals. Squabbles are torn, very violent, very fast. And I have to decide if it's a secret I take Kovloven or something I share with the locals. I could try to forage, though it will take even more time. Let's go. Oh! This time, a berry bush won't help. You keep leading Sally away from the road until you spot a covered with walnuts dropped by a tree growing on the top of the crag. You'll have a chance to break their shells before you go to sleep. Okay, that's nice. Oh, let's travel. Let's go back. Let's go to Foggy's. Foggy, do you love me? I entered the tavern. I approach Foggy. Oh wait, why do I go to Foggy? I'm gonna sleep. I sleep in the attic. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's sleep. Ooh. But I'm hungry. Okay, I'd like something to eat. Yeah, give me something to eat. And then she stretches out her arm and grabs a bowl. Give me a moment. You sit down at a clean table. After a moment, the keeper brings you 2 bowls. One with roasted ants and crickets, one with warm stew. It's already late, so you devour everything that's in front of you. Foggy mentions that you've already paid for 1 other meals. Sleep. Okay, let's sleep. There you go. Fly high, na na na. Sorry. Very haiku based of me. Haiku. Okay. Listening to the grunts of the annoyed Sally makes you uneasy. But at least its furs are covering the floor or helping you relax. You don't even notice when it's already morning, and while the smell is coming from the lower floor is not inviting, at least it's not you who has to take care of it. Okay, go outside. I travel. Let's go to Gelrox. We go to Gale Rocks. I'm looking for someone. What did they write? Portia? Portia? Portia. Oh, yes! Okay, you head to the building that releases not only smoke, but also the smell of roasting meat and spices in front of it. You find sweating, wrinkled man with a shaved head and a simple rag-like band on her hips. And another one resting her breast tightly, as if any movement outside of her control would be too much risk to take. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Oh, hello, Ori. No. Only, you know what? There's only big brain Karu here. Big brain, I swear. You'll only have big brain Karu today. She doesn't even spare you a glance. Well, makes sense. Because I'm ugly. Look at that appearance. Holy. Too busy mixing ingredients in the bowls and cutting vegetables on the wooden boards. Her eyes are focused, but whatever she tilts her head high enough for you to see her face, you spot her subtle yet challenging smile. Inside the building, you'll find another few people. Most of them elders, as well as a large fireplace that's smoking a few dozen hanging fish. When one of the cooks currently scaling a fresh fish notices you, he lowers his head and with a bored voice addresses the woman. Portia, you have an outsider. You do. The woman turns to you in a blink of an eye, standing on the spread of the legs, as if her shell can't spare you more than a single flinch. Didn't notice you there, stranger. You hungry? She reaches for a bowl, but stops suddenly. Right. We serve more than 100 stomachs. We do, so better give me a reason, such as... Okay, so we unlocked the trader. Let's go, you guys. Everyone works for their share. Join them. She points at the people inside hollowed cave, but after a few moments, she shakes her head left and right and gets back to her work. Or pay me a dragon. I guess it'll land in the keep's chest. Okay. I'd like a meal, large dinner, food ration. Oh! I have enough. I can barter. I bartered. Yes. Okay, I bartered. Yes. Okay, we have five. Okay, nice. Okay, she's too busy with her work to pay you attention. Okay, I step away. We have enough. Okay. We have enough for my boy Quintus, I think, who's over here. So we have to go here to the Elder's Cave, but first we need to go to the pier so we can get the fish. I approach the pier. I head to the fishers. There we go. Did you catch the Empress carp? Right, and a few of them, but most of them females. He approaches the nearby sheds and bring you a bucket covered with the lids that are held by hemp cords. He lets you hold it for a bit. It's heavy and weight shifts. As if it's filled with water, you'll need to deliver it quickly or it's going to choke itself to death. What? Or die of hunger. I don't know how much you're going to be keeping the fish alive, but if it dies, I can sell you another one for another coin. Fine. I'll pay him a dragon coin. I do have. Anyway. See you later. Okay, let's travel. We have enough. We have 21. We need to go 7 freaking hours, brother. Oh my god. Is my fishy gonna die? A flock of colorful birds is circling in the sky. The old man is grinding something in a bowl, placed on a table like rock, next to a closed entrance. What do you need, traveler? I brought what you had asked for. Empress cart. He locks the bucket. Okay. He looks inside the bucket quickly, then gives you a smile. I was so worried because it said you lost something, and I was like, is that the Empress carp? Because, your girl is having a little bit hard time over you. I'm not gonna lie, but I read it correctly this time. Now I'm in your debt, traveler. Let me know if you need a healing touch. He closes the bucket again and puts it in the bench. I bring you news from Old Pegasus. A terrible plague has fallen apart upon it. Yeah. His eyes widen. What did you say? A plague? You tell him everything that I've heard about the symptoms. He attentively observes your lips and sometimes asks you to clarify some details, though you usually don't know how to answer him. He finally nods, then turns away and approaches the garden beds, lost in his thoughts. You wait in silence. He speaks after a short break. That's nothing I can do. His words are trembling. Oh yeah, sir, this guy's like very attached to old Pegasus. You'll have blood. Their blood in your hands. He's pissing me off, and that's it. Our druids are really that useless. Is there something I can do? Let's ask if I can do something, because I don't think that he can do anything. Let's be real. I don't think he can be doing anything, even though he's a druid. Nah, doesn't sound like it. How big brain could it be for a bird? Excuse me. Excuse me. What bird are you talking about? What bird are you talking about? I'm obviously a human. I'm obviously a human. Just look at me, okay? I'm a human. I'm obviously a human over here, okay? I'm a human. You gotta understand, right? Right, everybody? Totally not a bird. There's no birds here. Yeah. Let's say, is there anything I can do? He strokes his beard and examines your equipment. There may be. You can help me cast a spell of great power, but it will take as much you would need there, and you'd have to give up a grand reward. 'Tis a quest for a hero, not a messenger, and there are near heroes. I see. That's a new one. That I can't. Oh, last Friday, during last Friday's stream, it was shown. You may be right. Tell me more, and I'll decide what to do later on. You may be right. Tell me more. Let's see. Tell me more. Let's be conscientious, okay? I'm sorry. I've been watching too many shows that I've been saying that like that. So okay. Very pretentious of me, I know. Before you finish, he turns away from you and looks at the falling water. Then listen. Help me awaken the beholder. Beholder? Okay, I'm hearing you. Beholder. Okay, let me write down the beholder. One moment. Okay, I'm glad that I always have little notes beside me. The good totem from the swamp. You already passed its altar in the crossroads north from here. It needs to be fed. Oh, the trees. And it's only feasts on spirits. The Numa held in human blood. Human blood? Huh? Excuse me? Human blood? Bro, I can't give up my human blood. It's too precious. How could they? But for the good of humanity, I have to do it. You guys. Do you know what a beholder is? No, what is it? I have no idea. The magic locked in items. Offer them and it will answer your call. But 'tis a hungry being, and it will be natured by a single gift. Who knows how much it wants? Oh gosh. He carries it on without pausing, as if speaking from memory. But let it grow and it'll reward you. Take its holy seed and bring it back to me. I'll enter the village, and through the totem's power, I'll replenish my strength and keep the Numa before it leaves the lungs of the humans. He stands in the same spot for a few breaths, then finally looks back at you. So I need to offer magic at the altar. What must we do next? Tell me more about the seed. It looks like you're trying to push me into some dark magic, old man. Do I have anything that I could give to the altar? Is that human blood yours? Oh yeah. You know what? That's actually... Huh. Do I have to kill someone? Beholder, as far as I know, D&D thing, it's a giant racist flesh ball with a bunch of eyeballs and magic laser beams. Huh? 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 Excuse me? Racist flashball with a bunch of eyeballs and magic laser beams? Is that something with... Let's say it sounds like you're trying to push me into some dark magic, old man. Let's say that. He gestures you for you to stop. None of us would accept a sacrifice of human life. To grow a beholder needs near our soul, but rather Numa it can find. Your judgment is needed here. Okay. Okay, so I need to offer up my magic. But bro, do I have any magic? I'm a scholar. I'm a scholar. Do you have anything I could give to this altar? Yeah, do you have anything? Because I have no magic. I'm legit a scholar, brother. What do you want me to do? I'm a scholar. I just read books, brother. Okay, a spirit rock. There you go. He reaches into a pouch that was previously hanging from his neck. I do need and I can trust you. But if it's... Oh gosh, I'm speaking in such a high voice and this guy's like old, and I'm like imagining him being old and decrepit and really interesting, really cool. But he's beautiful, so he has to have like a very nice, deep voice. But I cannot produce that. So, let's try? I forgot what I gave him last time. But if this, or debt of the dozens of souls, I nay choice here. Not exaggerating on that description either. They also have the ability to believe something hard enough in a dream that if it becomes real, not sure if it's the same here, but still. Oh my god. Oh my god. Old man, you sure I ain't dabbling in some dark magic? If my soul dabbles in dark magic, you old man, I will curse you to the depths of my death, brother. Let's see. He reaches out. You see a flat, bluish pebble lying on his open palm. You could go to any stream and find its hundreds of rocks like this one. 'Tis a gift I received a few years back. A rock filled with Numa by Eudocia. Ah, of course it's Eudocia. I was thinking of buying a spirit rock from Eudocia, but she didn't give any. Once put in one's mouth, it brings back the strength of one's exhausted Numa, or kills you if you're not a spellcaster. Okay, put it on the altar, and it will help you feed it. Okay, so if you guys don't know, where is it? Let me show you guys. We had a quest. Where is it? Spirit Rock. There you go. Photios, the fisherman. He wanted me to get a spirit rock for his daughter, but the thing is that his daughter has zero magical abilities, so like it's very useless for her. Okay, so what will I get in return for all this trouble? He looks towards a brown rat that wanders near the rocks looking for seeds. Who can tell? I hold new treasures to share, and I'll do my part of the reward, but my belief is the right thing to do. Maybe the monks keep something in the chest. It's this disgusting temple of theirs. You know what? I'm just joking, my guy. I want to be a hero. I'll be real. I want to be a hero. Fine, I know everything I need. Oh, but tell me more about this seed. It's interesting. Why not? His voice becomes confident and solemn. Beholder bears the one fruit a year. Ah, and only if its hunger is satisfied. The heart of the fruit, its seed, holds the great power of the Ute, strength and magic. Therefore, when it withers its end, people of Hallersdale gather at its feet, give it away to Numa, and held in their blood processions. 'Tis a sacrifice that would kill a single soul, but when shared by many, 'tis a sign of acceptance and an act of pain. Okay, fine. I have everything I need. If you say so, traveler. If you say so. Okay, what can you tell me about the druids? He strokes his beard gently. The forest guides us, and we share wisdom with the tribes. We and they ought to stay humble. Take from the land what is needed instead of what's wanted. Nay, because 'tis something we believe in, but because it protects us from the wrath of the herds. To stay safe, one needs to be patient. take restraint into their heart and makes the beast listen to us. We keep the animals healthy, teaching them new to approach our homes and travelers. Change topic. I know that monsters will be able to side with people. Sounds reasonable. Since you know so much about nature, could you predict the nature? Could you predict the weather for me? That is interesting. Huh? The beholder's a tree thing? I guess so in this game. I guess so. If this easy, why can you every soul? Why can you every soul learn to read the weather? His harsh gaze shifts into an amused smile. But it may be just ancestors have taught me a few tricks. It takes him a few minutes to study the clouds and listen to the wind and touch the rocks and observe the flight of the birds and insects. In the end, he crouches to flexibility, that's surprising for his old age, and speaks out loud a few words in an old speech, drawing a vague symbol on the ground with a finger. Then, almost violently grasping the soil, he stands up and blows into his fist, spreading the warm content in front of him. He nods towards you. It will be warm and gentle day. Well, thank you, good sir. Let's see. Howler's Dell's 45 minutes. We need to go here to the 15 minutes. I'm not sure if I need to go back to him, but I mean, it's 15 minutes away, so we're fine. You reach the crossroads. The tree is perfectly still and hasn't changed a bit since the first time you saw it. A large black winged bird is sitting in the altar. When you get closer, it spreads its wings and fly away. I approach the altar. The cream-colored limestone is cold and smooth. The tree is perfectly still and hasn't changed a bit since the first time you saw. I make an offering. Spirit rock. Spirit rock. So sorry, I'm typing so slowly. Enter. There you go. As soon as you lay it on a stone slab, the pebble hisses for a moment, for less than a single breath, then shatters into dozens of tiny rocks, not much larger than grains of sand. The tree greets your offering with a sound moving stretched branches. I walk away. Okay, let's travel. Let's go back to the Elder's Cave, because I just offered it, I guess? I did what he did. Two-tailed monkeys are jumping on the rock mountain, chasing at each other, screaming cheerfully. The old man is resting on the bench. He welcomes you. What do you need, traveler? Oh gosh, I have nothing. I don't have a beholder seed yet. Oh, I don't have the beholder seed yet. Why don't I have it? Why don't I have it? Why don't I have it? I approach the altar. I make an offering. I offer a magical item. What? I already did. I already did. I already offered it. I already offered it. Why don't I have the seed? Why don't I have a seed? Why don't I have the seed? Why don't I have a seed? Why? Why? I'm so confused. I'm actually confused. Should I ask Dr. Google? But like, what? What's happening? I already offered the spirit rock. What did I do? You know what? Let's load. Let's load. Yeah, let's load. Okay. Okay, I loaded. Okay, I loaded. Okay. Okay, let's travel again. What was I supposed to do again? Travel. Go to Pierre. Okay, this time I'm gonna save. Okay, I'm gonna save. Approach the Pierre. I head to the fissures. I was sent here by the old druid. There you go. Cassia. See you later. Travel. Gale Rocks. Yes. Gale Rocks. Wait, actually, let's save. I'm not losing that. I'm not losing my thing. I'm looking for someone. Portia. That's crazy though. I don't know if that was like, I don't know if that was a glitch. Such as, thankfully it was only one day. Oh my god. I'd like a meal. Food ration. Wild barter. Okay. I'd like a meal. Food ration. Okay. I step away. How much time do I have left? 6 minutes? Okay. We're good. Not 6 minutes. 6 hours. Okay, I step away. Wait, let's save. I step away. Okay, let's go travel. What did I say? Go to here, foraging grounds. Yes. Okay, we're going to the foraging grounds. Okay, I need to... I could try to forage. Okay. This time the berry bush won't help. You lead for wall and walnuts. Okay. Follow the direction. Take a closer look. Travelers, grab tool. Okay. Let's save. And then 1 hour. Travel. Okay. This is 1 hour 45 minutes away. 45 minutes away. Foggy Lake. Let's go to Foggy Lake because that's a lot closer to the creeks. I'm sorry, we're speeding through this right now, but like, because I already read all of this. We sleep. I need to eat. Okay, I approach Foggy. I'd like to eat. Wait, I need to buy something, sure. Who needs the iron scraps again? I forgot who needs the iron scraps. I forgot who needs the iron scraps. Let's get the iron scraps. I can't remember who needs it. I'd like to eat. And then... Gosh, I am so lower. Okay, let's sleep. She stretches out the arm, grabs bowl. Okay, same. So next job? Oh, wow! We already have a next job. I've already prepared what I need you to ask you to take care of. I didn't know that we could. I already have a next job. That's crazy. She nods towards a wooden cask that's under the table. It's not larger than your stomach. It's a mighty fine, strong cider. Brewed it myself. Folks at White Marshes paid for it many days ago. It was meant to be a wedding gift, but no soul came to take it up. Take it to them. I know it's heavy. I bet you're not eager to go there, she chuckles. But 3 coins. Oh, 3 coins! Let's go! Is going to be plenty for you. It's not that far from here. Just don't lose it at all. At the trader's stall. Oof. Oof, oof, I feel like I got backhanded slapped. Okay. She cracks her knuckles just by making a fist. It's not so valuable that you'd want to sell it behind my back. You ask who exactly is meant to receive the delivery. She waves her hand. Okay, Helvis. Gotcha. Okay, consider it done. Okay. I will, love. Okay, let's sleep. Okay, sleep. And then... Okay, how much money do we have left? Oof. Okay, return. Save. Go outside. Travel. We need to go to the pier. And then after going to the pier... Approach the pier. Leave the pier! There's no one. No boats in sight. Aw. Okay, travel. Gale Rocks, maybe? Portia. Like a meal. Fresh meal. On site. Yeah, let's work for 2 hours. Why not? Yeah, why not? Why not? It's also gonna make me a lot closer to the villagers, in my opinion. So I kind of wanted to do it anyway. You help the cooks wash the dishes and the cauldrons, keep the fire alive, cut the vegetables, move the barrels, and bring water from the river. Then sit down at the table. You join a few other people who eat a fish soup from large seashells, as well as carrots and slices of melon piled at the corner of the table, of the center of the table. Nice. Okay, we're full at least. I step away. Well, let's save. And then your group of cooks is the entire village. She grins at you, towards you. Right, safer than fishing. And you know, she squeezes her revealed stomach. which is unusually flat. You notice how muscular her arm is. I move a lot, so I can eat a lot. She chuckles. She lets out a large chuckle, then moves a large basket of freshly cleaned apples inside the building. I have only a few years of my back to give up, but I've done enough to deserve my slower days. Cassia must be having some extra large meal if she's much as a fighter as she claims. Probably. More of her fables. If she keeps getting caught sleeping in the middle of her shift, she'll soon be happy to get any scraps at the end of the day. We don't have patience around here for lazy ones. She gives you a harsh looks and turns towards her cutting board. Okay. Save. Okay. Okay, let's travel again. Let's go back maybe to the pier? I swear, if there's nobody still. Oh, I can watch myself in the ocean. Nice. The water is freezing. After you're done, the sand makes you wait for a while so you dry enough to put your clothes back on. The unpleasant touch of the salt covering your skin will travel with you. I pack my things. I approach the pier. Nice! Okay, I head to the... Oh gosh, how much time? Okay. Head to the fishers. Empress carp. Fine. Okay. We still have time. Okay. We still have time. See you later. Travel. Okay. Elder's Cave. Goodness gracious. Holy cow, am I dying? Okay. 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 I bring news from Old Pagos. Is there anything I can do? You may be right. What did I say? Tell me more about the seed. Beholder, bear seed. Okay. You have anything I could give to the altar? Okay. Fine, I have everything I need. I brought what you've asked for. What can you tell me about the druids? Sound reasonable. Since you know about weather. Okay, same thing. Same old, same thing. Okay. Let's, gosh, okay, travel. How much? Okay, 45 minutes is not bad. Okay. I'm worried. Again, my heart's thumping. The think of the thumpers, you know. Beholder. I approach the altar. See, it's this thing. It's this thing. How do I get the seed? I'm worried. I'm so worried. I'm so worried. I'm so worried. Yeah. Is it like a 24-hour thing? I don't know if it... I'm like... Goodness gracious. I'm thinking. I'm thinkering, thunkering. But like, gosh. What do I do? 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 Do I have any... Okay, let's make an offering first. You know what? Let's give something. Let's say roast fish, maybe. I'm keeping the healing potions for myself because I definitely need those. Let's say make an offering. Roast fish. You'd like that, right? Can't do that? You don't possess such an item? What? Any April Fool's jokes? Got none, brother. What would be a good April Fool's joke? April Fool's joke, April Fool's joke, April Fool's joke, April Fool's joke. I don't have one. I'ma be real. I don't have one. I want to give the spirit rock, bro, but like, what's wrong with this? I feel like it's such oh no. Oh no. Do I have to offer something first? I feel like I have to offer something first before I like I feel like I have to offer something before I do anything with that. Yoy. Hallerstel. Old Pagos. Where's the destroyed village? Oh, there's the abandoned ruins. Okay. Once prosperous village. How much time do I have? Oh gosh. Okay, it's not gonna be enough. Okay, let's go to Hallerstel. We have no choice. Have no choice. Hallerstel. I return to Timo. I have an answer from Paula, so yeah. She's at the creek but takes a small break to speak with you, apologizing for her crude appearance. She gasps for air with her hands on her knees, but she looks directly into your eyes. I have an answer from Paulus. She shouts and jumps towards you, throwing her arms around your neck. And I've had such an awful day, thank you, with tears in her eyes. Aww, she steps away, though your clothes and cheek are already covered with droplets of water. Of course, nothing I said is for sure. Her calm words are betrayed by her excited tone. I'll ask my uncle Akakios? Akakios? Really? That's your uncle? To nay be so rabid when he swaps dragon bones with you. After another few minutes of her insisting you to have come to the wedding, if it occurs that nothing is for sure, but you must promise, who knows, but you must be there, you leave her with your friends. Okay, see you soon. Gotcha, my girl, gotcha, my lady. Let's save. I go to the main square. Oh, it's getting dark and the inn is loud and crowded. The innkeeper lights up the rush lights and the workers drink. Oh, this is new though. The guards are preparing for a night's watch. If it wasn't for the presence of the creek and the uncanny lack of beggars, this place would feel like Hovleven's marketplace. One of the tables is occupied by a dozen or so kids. None of them look older than 12, and the youngest one is too dirty. Oh, that's so sad, bro. Why are you being like this? Too dirty to resemble a boy or a girl? Maybe, listen. Maybe. Okay, maybe it was maybe that child was covered with mud. Maybe they aren't being a little bit mean. They are surrounded by their playthings, a mufflin on wheels, an elegant wooden sword, and a painted board covered with rocks, but they are bored and tired. Aww, the poor children. Aww. 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 That's sad. Okay. Let's go. Even though you only get a glimpse of them, the older girl notices your attention. She springs up to her feet and reaches with you a few skips. She's already pretty tall, dressed in a worn, subdued tunic, so long that it looks like a sack. It would be rude to ignore her. I smell on what she needs. Yeah, let's not encourage her. I don't want to deal with children right now. Oh, let's ask and smile and ask what she needs. Yeah, why not? She puts her hands together and puts a grimace of playful misery. Master Roadwarden! Oh my god. Okay, we're dead. We're dead! She's gonna ask me too many things. Hearing an unacquainted salutation makes it difficult for you to hide your smirk. We are here! We here! Points at her group. Bored. Oh, so bored. But listen, this is gonna help you become closer to the townsfolk. Come on. She puts the back of her hand on her forehead, letting out a deep sigh. Please, master, tell us a story or two, for each traveler sees with different eyes. The last few words sound like an echo of an old tale. You know what? I like that. I like her. Okay. Okay. Fine, make me room for a table. Yeah. Make room for me. Make room for me, child. Make room. I'm here to talk. I like talking with children. Why not? The children gather around and ask you for a minute for them to gather their friends and siblings. After for a bit of chaos, there are about 20 souls sitting closely to one another on the benches and stools on the ground. The red-haired twins brought a blanket to lay down on. You have a shorter side of the table to yourself. The older kids understand you're lost of luck in an instant. They start to hush at each other, which causes even more amount of noise, but in the end, there are dozens of eyes staring at you with a mixture of boredom and anticipation. Aww. I tell them about my story from the church. I tell them about one of my adventures. I tell them about one of my adventures, though I spice it up with a couple of lies. I tell them about Hovloven, its splendors and mysteries. If anyone has questions, I let them know. Now let's use our knowledge, brother. I've read quite a few stories during my studies. I'd rather know a unique fairy tale. Let's go with that one. It's short and sweet, though at one point it gets a bit cruel. The youngest kid covers their eyes, aww, which doesn't block their hearing in any way, aww. As you get to the end, the tension disappears. The older kids clap for a bit, keeping their dignity intact. Of course, that's how older kids are. They want to look a little cool, you know. While the younger ones start to laugh and argue loudly about what's the best part of your tale. Two girls start to wrestle, pretending to be the characters that you just portray. Seeing this, the adults decide to intervene. You stand up, the children do the same, and to show their respect. The girl that you had previously talked to thanks you for your time. It was my pleasure. I return to my tasks. Aw, that's sweet. I like that. Let's save that. I like that. Who do I go to? Do I go to Pyrios? I think this is the guy with that needs metal. Bye. Thanks. Let's see I need a few rations. Food rations. Oh, I still already have food rations. Okay. Bath and dinner. Teeth cleaning set. You know what? Let's sleep. Room, comfy bed, and we look great too. Let's do that one. You spend the night in peace in a clean bed with tightly shut window and a warm blanket. In the morning, you find a stool placed on your bed, covered with raw cabbage. Oh, I love cabbage. And smoked quail wing. Ooh, and a cup of yogurt. Once you dress and go downstairs, a young boy who's covered in mud, of course, speaks unusually loud and mentions Sally has already been brushed in water. You nod as he runs outside without noticing it. The innkeeper is sitting by the window from time to time, carrying another bowl of either stool or gruel. Thais is nowhere to be seen. Now, Pirios is nearby and talking quietly with the innkeeper. I see. Okay. I leave the square. Let's save. Okay. Maybe, okay. My thing is that maybe I need to go. The thing is that I know I need to go here, but like, okay, let's save. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna ask. What should I do? Oh no, let's check if I can. No. Let's check if I have a fish. Okay, I gotta check if I have some fish, right? Travel. Let's go check if I have some fish here. Nothing goes to waste in the wilderness. Oh gosh, I didn't read it. Sorry. Let's see if my fish trap. No! Step away. Okay. Fish trap again. Dismantle. Okay, let's travel again. Gosh. Let's try going here. Okay, I asked Google if there was something wrong with what I did. It turns out it's a bug. So let's try getting it on, I guess? I don't know. Fish. You put a fish. Okay, I walk away. Approach the altar. Make an offering. Okay, I walk. Okay, I travel. Let's try traveling. And then... Oh, gosh! The family of deer you have met a few days ago has returned to the pond, this time accompanied by members of their pack. One buck towers over all the others, with the antlers are as large as your palfrey. It takes a few steps towards you, shaking its head. You better stay where you are. You observe their curious and lazy glances while the adults quench their thirsts. The youngs are playing in the tall grasses or basking in the middle of the road. It takes a few minutes before the large beast orders others to head back to the woods. It's below the falling border. I wait for a few minutes patiently. They're not stupid beasts, you know. It's just how they are. That's just their nature. I wait for a few minutes. Come on. What can I do? A flock of colorful birds is circling the sky. The old druid is resting on the beach and welcomes you on the bench. New interest in his voice. Worlds of help you shown my neighbors from the Howler's Dell has reached me. Traveler, very good. Good, very good. Huh? What did I do? What did I do? Words of help you've shown to my neighbors from the Howler's Dell have reached me. What did I do? I don't know what I did. I'm always ready to do the right thing. Why not? He vaguely grunts. I still need to learn more about the tribe of the Green Mountain. He considers your questions and finally looks at the sky, making his long hair fall to his back. Listen closely. I'm not going to say anything else. He takes a deep breath and turns towards the pond, observing the current. The road is far east, and once now abandoned, is now showing the truth. Look for a brook bridge made of stone on the northern side. East again, go along the stream. It will be rough at first, but soon you'll get to the game trail, then the mountain. Climb it and reach the village of the Green Mountain, who follows tradition more than others. You know what? I need to take a picture of this, because this is way too long for my brain. Okay, I'm taking a picture. I'm not gonna be able to remember that. Who follow the older traditions than any of ours. The Grim tribe avoids the outside world. Right's followers have hurt them deeply. If you want them to share you a stew with you, this is what you should tell. I'm a freedom seeker, a friend of speakers of the forest. Okay, it's a good thing I took a picture. Say these words like an unwanted guest looking for a roof. They do want you to be there, but provide to them what you're willing to listen. When you speak, he turns towards you. Anything else. Okay. What's the sort of weather that you expect tomorrow? He takes him a few minutes for his ritual. It should rain gently both in night and day. Okay, I see. Okay, let's travel again. Please, beholder. Wait, let's save. Please, beholder. Please give me the thing. Okay, please give me an option. I approach the altar. Can I make an offering? Gosh, don't tell me. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna check. Okay, I'm gonna check if what happens if I keep doing fish. Fish. Okay. Fish. Try something else. Okay. Fish. Bro, why? You know, I gotta keep. Let's try to keep saying fish, because that's what Google says. Because it's a bug right now. They're saying that it's a bug. I have no idea if it's actually a bug, but it says on Google. If it says a different thing, that means this will work. Fish. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this until I see that thing, or if that thing doesn't work out, then I'm not doing. I'm supposed to be offering the spirit rock, but it's not doing the thing. It's not. Because the thing is that, right, I put already a spirit rock here, but it did not work. Fish. You know what? Let's try map again. Okay. Let's save. Okay, let's save. Let's save. Okay, let's save. Okay, let's save. Okay. Let me check pour. Let's pour. Let's try pouring. Pour the healing potion. The healing potion on the altar. That's what it says here on Google. You can't do that? No, I have healing potion. You dumb. You dumb. I have. Pour. Okay, let's okay. I pour a small healing potion on the altar. Oh, you suck, brother. Okay. Gosh. Let's try Spirit Rock again. As soon as it greets you, you're offering the sound of moving. Okay, I try something else. See, you suck. Okay, let's try spill the liquid on the altar. Potion covers the altar, filling the air with exotic herds. Liquid spills on the table before it gets to the edges. The tree greets you at offering sound stretching. Branches. I take a closer at the roots. I stand up. Where is my seed? Where is my seed? Where is my seed? Where is my seed? Oh my god, where is my seed? 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 Da 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 da. Where is my seed? I'm not okay. Load. Yes. You know what? Let's go to Yodosha. Maybe let's go to Yodosha because I'm asking already help from Google because Google is not working. Well, not Google because this is like a huge bug and even Google's not saying the thing. Oh gosh. Why is it not working? Let me see. Cause like I've already said that I'm already asking if it's a bug. Let me see. Beholder. I'm googling it. I'm googling it. Spirit Rock. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Seed. Sorry, okay, I know I don't usually Google. I don't Google. What's the problem? It's not working. I'm not getting the seed. I know that I don't Google, but like, this is just one of those moments that I have to Google. I don't Google, like, what I do, but this is just one of those rare moments that I really have to Google because it seems like it's a bug. Because I need to get the seed. I need to get the seed from the thing. But it's not working. Let me see. How can I get the seed? Because it says I'm supposed to offer the spirit rock. But even when I offered the spirit rock, I didn't get the seed. Google. Wah! What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Look who's here! Oh my god! Kelsey! Kelsey! Oh my god! Thank you for the raid! Wait, let me shout you out. Let me shout you out. Wait, Ack! I forgot how the shout outs work, but wait. Wait. Shout out. Guys, I swear, you guys have to follow Kelsey for her. They are incredible, I swear. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Their content, peak content. Quality content, amazing content. There you go. Yay! And this time I actually I did a thing. I did a thing. I actually did a thing. Ahem. I have this little thing because I'm bad at talking. So thank you so much for the raid again. I hope you did well with Dream Daddy. Yeah. You spun the wheel and now have to play oh no! No! Sad. Oh my god, no way. Oh, check out Kelsey. They're gonna be playing Genocide. Is insane. They're gonna be playing the Genocide route of the Undertale. That's so sad. That's so sad. Oh, and please also, if you follow them, they will. They have this thing where you do like nat 20 on their chat, and like you can offer like you can ask them to play whatever game you want them to play. But this is the worst thing. Pain. It's time to suffer. It is. But oh, I forgot. Okay. So yeah. Hi, hello everyone. My name is Karakon Pulveron, also known as Kara or Con. I'm a PNGtuber, and that's definitely just an average human being, and 100%, you know, not a bird. Yeah. Look at these hands behind me. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not a bird. Definitely a human. I usually play a variety of games, but I also like to stream other things, such as drawing, crocheting, and whatnot. We're pretty say-so around here, so if that's your style, welcome aboard. So yeah. Oh,
Become a Wormy today just by clicking on the purple follow button down below. Please be aware to follow the rules. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time. Now, back to the regular stream.
Haha! Yeah, prepared the little thingy. So I won't have a hard time. I made her play Undertale, now I made her play Genocide. No! How could you, Max? That's crazy! You're playing pain. That's too much pain. Oh, what I'm seeing is right fish, offer potion, and keep trying, no cost, but you only get 1 seed. Or 5 spirit rocks. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Cause like I thought I was having like a glitch over here, but let's try that. Okay, we're gonna keep doing the fish then. Fish, cause I cannot afford that fish. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if we're trying to fix this thing because we're trying to get a seed from the beholder to save old Pagos, but like it's crazy. Your girly can't get 5 spirit rocks, I think. I make an offering. Let's see if this will work. I have high doubts that will work, but like, we'll try it out. If it doesn't work within 5 minutes, I'm me saying fish. I'm just gonna offer my frickin' spirit rock. It's so difficult to find a spirit rock. I don't know how to get 5 of them. I'll be real. I don't know how to get 5 of them. Well, I got 1. I don't know how to get 5. But man, even I don't have the guts to play Genocide, honestly. I haven't seen the Genocide route. I've only seen the route that I took, which was Pacifist, yeah. But I haven't seen like I heard there were 2 other routes. I haven't tried it, which is one, of course, the Genocide. because my heart cannot take that. My heart cannot go on with that. But man, dang, Max, you're really trying to crush our hearts, aren't you? Okay, fish. I have to keep pressing fish. I'm gonna keep doing this for 5 minutes. And if it doesn't work, boo! Boo, Google! Boo, Google! You lied to me. You lied. Usually, though, it works. Oh, and also because I have this new like graphics card thing on my PC. Yeah. And now I can use my Vroid model, which are definitely updated. I have to think of a day. I have to think like a debut day for that one. It also says you could use a bag of amulets. I don't think I have a bag of amulets. Let me check. Bag of amulets. Amulets. Do I have anything? Nope. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to this, actually. We'll come back to this. My brain isn't ready for it. But I feel like we need to go to... where's Eudocia? How much time will it take to go to Eudocia? Okay. You know what? Let's try. Gosh. This is what I get for being indecisive. But, like... I don't want to give up, because if there's a thing where I can, like, get for dirt cheap, then I would. But if I can't cheapen this out, then boo. Boo, game. Boo. Travel. Okay, we'll travel for now. 4 hours? Let's go here to the gate first, because the gate, if I give 5, it's gonna to Quintus, to my boy Quintus, who's from Old Pagos, by the way. And Old Pagos is suffering from a plague right now. That's honestly the reason why we're trying to get the seed. The clopping of your palfrey carries the fills, the silence of the corridor rocks. Quintus is leaning on the wall parapet, looking around. Warden, thanks for talking with Delit. She brought me some supplies for my tusks and claws. Things could look better, you know. True. It's so sad. This is really sad. Oh man, I've heard about some bandits. Were they bothering you? He scratches his bandage on his cheeks. I only know there's one band somewhere, but not around. I never saw them. Why are you afraid of Glossia? He straightens up and gives you a long look. I don't know where you're talking about. Dang, Glossia's band is really... Oh, by the way, Glossia is a bandit. They're bandits. They're a group of bandits that are like terrorizing a part of the... Well, they're saying that it's not, but Gale Rocks told me the truth. Gale Rocks... Okay. Let me show you guys the map. Where? Map. To get the seed, I keep writing fish and offering choose for your potion and got the seed. You can do as much as you want until you get the seed and wine and not lose. Really? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so over here, okay. Gale Rocks, I despise them, but they are, honestly, they're the most honest to me. So, like, I trust them with what they're saying. Glossia's bandits, they're like a town. Some of them are saying, no, they're not terrorizing me. But other places are like, no, they're not terrorizing me. But you can tell that they're lying. So, and Gale Rocks is like the biggest one that was like, yeah, she's fishy. She's up to no good. So, we'll see. I have your food rations. Nice. He gives you a radiant smile. He cups his large scarred hands, waiting for you to give him the packages. Once you're done, he opens a sack of nuts and shoves them in his mouth. The bandage is the only thing that stops him from looking like a hamster. Oh, that's so cute. Looking like a hamster. I'd like you to open the gate. Why are you afraid of Glossia? But seriously, you're tempting the forest. You should... Okay. I'd like you to open the gate. But seriously, you're attempting the forest. You need to seek shelter. Nah, he waves off with a smile, but once he speaks, his voice cracks. And where would I go anyway? Creeks? No, he's too poor for the creeks. I'm sorry, but I have to be real. He's from Old Pecos. Gale Rocks, it is safe, but I don't think that they're gonna be welcoming my boy Quintus. I don't think so. Foggies might. Foggies definitely might. Pelts of the North also might. Pelts of the North also might. Let's go with Pelts of the North. Know what? I wouldn't mind spending time with Dalit and her crew, especially in the winter, but forget it. I can't afford that. Unless you're looking for a pair of hands, I better stay here. Don't you miss fresh warm food? Rations lose their charm pretty quickly, so the thing is to stop you from going to Peltis dragon boats. Don't you miss fresh warm food? He lets out a hiss and raises his chin proudly, but another breath, he licks his lips. Let's return to this later. About your duty. Okay, let's go with dragon boats. I mean, it's a pretty big thing in the north. Yeah, see? This is why I don't want him to go to the creeks. The hunters may be my friends, but I won't beg them for help. Man, I should have said Foggy. I should have said Foggy. I'm so dumb. I should have said Foggies. At least Foggies would have, like, put him to work. Why are you afraid of Glossia? Warden, I can't talk about her. His shoulders slump, making him look like a wounded troll. I've got to look for after the gate for her, or she'll hurt someone important to me. If she learns I'm telling stories about her, I'm dead too. See, I told you, she's mean, she's awful. I'd like you to open the gate. I don't think you should open the wires, but you know if you say so. Let's just save. Do it, I enter the forest. You lift the bar on your side and the gate waits for Quintus. You hear him pressing his feet onto the wall as he climbs down with the help of his rope. Getting on the ground swiftly, he gives you a serious look from the open gate. Safe travels, Warden. I traveled to the other edge of the woodland. Goodness gracious, I don't want to die, but I feel like I'm gonna kill myself here. The forest gives away the rocks. Sorry, I can't read. The forest gives way to the rocks and hills, but among the tall trees are numerous monkeys. Oh, hell no, bro! Hell no! Sitting in small groups, loud, yet shorter than half your size, they distort the green leaves with red, brown, and blue fur. Oh man, I'm gonna die. Well, at least there's a load, so we're fine. As you approach their territory, their excitement grows. They climb up and down the trunks, sway their vines, jump between branches, or hang down, putting to use their long tails. They throw at you countless angry glances and grunts, but also cones, boars, and chestnuts. A piece of their fresh feces, ew, lands close to Sally, but the pack's aim is rather miserable. I need to endure it. I ride forward. Yeah, don't yell back. You're just asking them to kill you. I'll endure. Oh gosh, you shield yourself with a cloak, but you enter an avalanche of missiles. One of the rocks painfully hits your arm, but your garment is in great shape and softens the blow. After that, your shoulder blocks something reaching for your forehead. You rush Sally, which is more than happy to follow your command. The monkeys follow you, swinging back behind the trees until they reach the edge of your territory, laying out their trumpet shouts. Let's get out of here. Oh my gosh, brother. Hell nah. Every minute or so, you get lost in the dense woods. With possible, you stick to the remains of the beaten path, clearing the overgrown thicket that blocks your way. But it would take many more travelers to sustain such a trail. The land around you may lack greens, but it's far from being empty. The fallen boughs and dead stumps are slowly devoured by ants and mushrooms, a web-like labyrinth of wooden walls, while white termites larger than your hands continue their never-ending march. There are guards, you notice their presence, but simply a form of warning line in front of the workers. Brother, am I gonna live? I'm legit a scholar. I just read books. I tell tales. I'm a storyteller. I'm not like... I'm not a warrior. I'm gonna die. I'm starting to regret my decision. The trees are larger than the temple in the city, with trunks resembling the legs of a giant. The shadows, they are cast like carpet, and few beams of light nourish the sparse bushes and ferns. The only plants that are choked by rotting late summer leaves, shaped like toothed squares as large as your face. Now that I'm more familiar with this part of the forest, I may be able to find a smoother path. Oh! Are we good? No, we're not yet out of the thicket! The road is bright, empty, surrounded by sparsely growing trees, gentle hills, and meadows that lead to your a cairn of piled rocks, ranging in size from your abdomen to your fist. There are also quite a few tiny pebbles. A narrow, hardly passable trail leads south, but mostly won't survive another year without travelers. Look for tracks I found at the fallen tree. I take a closer look at the cairn. I look for the spot where I could place a rod for Eudocia. Yeah, let's look for a spot to for Eudocia. Let's save. Let's save. Oh, let's do Eudocia's first. You look for the snakes on the grass. Grab the reins up the hill. Through the sparse flowers, grass grades, and merchants just look at what I'm doing for you, Eudocia, girly. You better pay me good. The few trees you pass by are healthy but unremarkable, more like shrubs with trunks. You get a nice look from the top of the hill, but from here you can't see the tips of the trees from to the north and west. You're surrounded by the walls and the blankets of the greenery. You approach the closest shrubby tree with the thick branches that grow right above ground. I prepare the rod. Oh, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! You allow Sally to graze, then step on the lower branches. Getting up quickly, you lean your weight against the dry bow, holding the bronze rod with one hand and tying it with the other. In no time, you land back on the grass. I climb down the hill. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Look for I found the fallen tree. I take a closer look at the cairn. Why not? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but Google is too far away from me, which is legit 5 inches away from my hand. But I'm too lazy. Though it's wider than two people standing side by side and taller than Sally. The grass surrounds it tightly. It must be years old, but it could just as well be older than any village in the north. You find rocks in many colors. Oh, I'm just checking out the time. I'm like my. You guys can hear it, but my heart is thumping like. You find rocks in many colors, including red, cream, white, and black, and blue, and many dotted or mixed ones. While the cairn stays. I should search. Okay, give me Google. Pronunciation. What's the pronunciation? Cairn? Pronunciation. Pronunciation. Kern? Cairn. Okay. Cairn. Gotcha. Cairn. Okay. Gotcha. So, human-made rock thingy. Okay. While the cairn stays firmly beneath your touch, it would be easy to shatter it with your pickaxe or a single swipe of a dragon. Oh. You also notice the pieces of old chicken bones. Oh, hell no, brother. Pressed among the rocks. Unfortunately, no points. I step away. Save. Ah, this is so risky. I take a narrow path south. You grab Sally's lead and use your axe to get through the branches of the tall grass. After a few minutes, you reach a colorful meadow with orange, red, white, and white flowers as tall as wheat field. Their late summer scent lures the scent of insects as well as tiny birds. The path ends at the edge of the glade. A bird or an ape eye may get me from above. I move forward, but keep my eye on the closest trees. A cat could leap at me from the... Oh! A cat could leap from me is so sweet. That is so sweet. I wish. I wish. A bird or an ape may get me from above. I move forward, but I keep my eye on the closest of trees. A cat could leap at me from among the flowers. Honestly, this... I don't know if I trust this. But I'm gonna click that. Gosh darn it! You teeter your mount to the tree and tread carefully, keeping your eyes high noon. Oh gosh, the nearest birds flee from your scream. You reach to your side and look down. 100-legged worm as wide as your fist and maybe a 3 feet long crawled underneath your garments as it chewed off a bit of your flesh, pulled by its tail, snatched it under your arm. The creature wiggles in the air, incapable of blending its shell enough for your hand. It's red, covered in your armor and plates. You throw it away, touch the hole that left in your clothes. There's hardly any blood. I seek anything of value among the plants. Oh yes! Your steps force mice, insects spread, but the presence of remains hardly noticed by colorful life around you. I pick all sorts of interesting herbs and lay them and add them in my bag with ingredients. That's the one that I needed. Yes! 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 Okay, you maneuver your knife, putting the small vessels and the herbs you need to keep fresh, separating them from the ones you need to dry in the sun. If it weren't for the occasional 100 worms, you'd be disturbing your work. It wouldn't differ from your regular work in the garden. Okay, I went back to the cairn. I looked for the tracks that I found at the fallen tree. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, for the history of the fallen tree, you guys. Okay, let's save. For the history of the fallen tree. So I'm assuming we're over here already, because we were from here. Okay, so we're going straight through here. Gotcha. We're cutting through. Okay. I see. Okay. Here's the fallen tree. And on the fallen tree, I had assumed that there was a fallen tree. And then, there was a, abandoned wagon with nothing inside. It seemed like it held some people. That's why there was nothing inside. And then, it seemed like the tree was cut, but it was deliberate. So my guess is that it was human trafficking. That somebody cut the tree and then kidnapped the people. And then I remember we saw the people somewhere here. Yes, at the old forest garden over here. We saw a group of people, and then the problem was that we could not talk to the people because there were some people that were very, very up guard, which I think are the kidnappers, though it was not confirmed yet or not. But your girlie is. I'm guessing. Okay, I'm guessing. This is my big brain and a big brain. Okay, I'm guessing that this lore is true. Okay, I dismount and follow the tracks west. Gosh, no, I can't. My armor is so bad though. Let's save. I dismount, follow the tracks west. Oh gosh. That's so I don't know if I trust myself with that though. West is here. Don't know if I trust that. I just don't know if I trust that yet. I continue my journey. Let's just go with I continue my journey, especially with my Gavinson being really bad. Your eyes wander between the wall of the tree shrubs on one side and the dirty pond on the other. The road itself is wide, covered in soggy logs that keeps the ground from turning into mud. It's breaking under your mount's hooves, letting out what sounds like a sigh of relief. The water insufferably stinks of carrion and is covered with a blanket of green plants and white flowers that draw countless of buzzing insects. Even a horse shouldn't drink from it. Sally tries to get familiar with the unusual pavement and speeds up to jump over the fallen trunk, blocking your path. Once it lands, it breaks one of its long logs into halves. Oh gosh, I almost said hooves. Soon after, we reach a massive black saurian resting on the... Oh god. Am I gonna die? The ground enjoying the light of the edge of the forest seems to be ignoring your presence. Once again, Sally canters. I trust its instincts. I'm gonna trust my horse. My horse knows more than me. Once the monster raises its head, you're already in the air. The beast pushes itself away from the ground with its forelimbs, trying to catch any chunk of flesh with its massive jaws. But you safely hit the ground and return trot slowly. I pay attention to the dead trees sticking on the pond. They look similar to that of the saurian. Oh, Oh my god. It's not yet that. We're not yet done. We're not yet done. The colors of leaves range from greens to purples and overwhelm you with shadows. The stems of the shrubs, twisted in all directions, seeking the lightest scraps of sunlight. The trees are not too tall, but the trunks are as wide as the buildings. The neglected road has been carved into the thicket, an inch at a time. Corridor of plants with a floor made of pebbles that give way to saplings and vines. From time to time, you pass by many turns. Relics left, roaming dragons, unicorns, and trolls, and some of them are still used by beasts, boars, striped cats, or packs of goblins. The birds are sharing their songs, as cheerful as ever. I'm gonna die. This is when you know you're gonna die. When the birds start cheering. When the birds start cheering, you know you're gonna die. I don't know how you know that, but you know, just look at me. I'm a human, and I can tell you that, okay? When necessary, I clear any thicket that's in Sally's way. Ah, you reached a gap in the tall plants. A meadow nourishes a lonely tree growing in the shadow of a rocky hill surrounded by humble grass. Near the tree roots, a wolf without fur is feasting on a human corpse, unaware of your presence. Save. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be either the dumbest or the smartest human being alive. Because I'm gonna either look around or... Okay. I'm not gonna attack. Hell nah. Brother, I'm a scholar. Do you think I can fight with a wolf? No. I think that would kill me and my beautiful horse, Sally, okay? So... I want to look at the corpse because it might be one of the tree, which is... Where is it? Journal? Where is it? The missing hunters. It could be one of the missing hunters. It could be Efren on admin. It could be admin. It could be Dahlia, or it could be Vishel. Okay, it could be one of the three. Vashel. Sorry, Vashel. So I don't want to leave it. I want to look around, definitely. I want to look at the corpse because it could be. I'm very. But okay, let's. I'm like so worried. I'm really worried. I know that I don't look worried, but I'm like really worried. You just get to see my worry. Let's save. Okay, quick save complete. Okay. I look around. Oh my god, you see no other creatures. The road is probably impassable. The birds in the sky are harmless. The beast raises its head. Its ears are shaking. I look at the tree. The trunk, like many others, is covered with claw marks, but the only creature hiding among the sparse leaves is a lonely squirrel that turns its eyes. I can't even say what I'm saying because I'm so scared. It runs its eyes from the beast towards you, then back. The beast turns its head towards you. Its eyes are shining like charcoal. I look at the corpse. You don't see much from afar. It's in one piece, blood-soaked clothing. Torn to pieces, indistinguishable from the loose flaps of skin. It has no sacks or bags or equipment, but you spot a trail of blood leading to the trees. The creature must have dragged the shell from the shell from the deeper woods. The beast is still looking at me. I don't want to look at the wolf. But it's looking at me. So I'm kind of tempted because it's looking at me. But I don't want to look at the wolf. I don't want to stare into it because it's like, all I can hear when I see something that's like, oh, it looks towards you, its eyes are shining like charcoal, all I can think is that, oh my god, like, the sky is showing me my, what's that? My one true love. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna leave this place. Sally obeys gladly. The beast stares you at glance but doesn't follow you. Thank you! Oh my god. I bow. Thank you. Oh, thank you, great beast, for sparing such a lonely... Is that... am I a lonely human? I'm not a lonely human. I got Sally! A lowly! That's the one! A lowly! L-O-W. Lowly, not lonely. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. Lowly human, okay? Like me. No point of dying in the middle of nowhere. I wish I could help, but I'm not ready for such a fight. Maybe the beast will break its bones before they get touched by the fog. What? I wish I could help, but I'm not ready for such a fight. Yeah. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Hell nah. I'm a scholar. I only read books. I say poems. I teach to children. The stream ahead can be crossed by a humble ford made of hundreds of rocks that used to reach from the bottom to the surface, but is now partially demolished either by time or living creature. For a rider crossing it won't be much of a problem, but for most travelers would have to take off their pants and shoes. Moving an entire wagon would pose quite a challenge. The water is clean, the banks are low. A good watering spot for Sally. I could spend time gathering larger rocks and throwing them into the water. I want my girl to rest. It's 6 hours. Oh my god, it's only been almost an hour in this like area, and yet I feel like I'm already dying inside. Should I spend time? No, I should keep going. I should keep going. I sound like a fool. I sound like a fool. Oh my god. You leave the dark woods behind. Thank God. Okay. Three hares cross the road so quickly you barely notice them. Soon after, they disappear in the shrubs. A large spotted cat shows up, trying to catch up with them. It spares you only a glance. I travel to the gate west. I return to the cane middle of the forest. Oh my god. Where am I now? Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm home. Home. Take me home. Country road. Oh, but we're missing a few things, aren't we? I also need to look for the missing hunters too. Ah! My conscience says to go back to look for the hunters to see if there's anything like left of them, but also like my brain's like, hell nah, bruh. Are you insane? Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, hey, Flash. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Gosh, I'm like, my brain's on fire right now. Okay, gate on the west. So I'm guessing this is the gate. Yeah, the abandoned watchtower. But I kind of want to go back. But I also don't want to die. Let's go to the gate. Let's go to the gate. I don't want to die. Your standing fort still challenging for travelers when you once found it. Huh? I ignore it. I ignore it. Why am I back here? They go back. They go back. You're across where you encountered corpse-eating beast. The rocks are green with colorful flowers. Oh my god, why did I go back? Why did I go back? You see threats hidden in the tall grass. You notice a single soul standing in this rocks. They call you with a gesture. Must be a trap. Hell nah. Don't. No, 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 no. That's basically them calling for you to die. That's like, help, come here. I'm gonna kill you. You know what I mean? It's not, nah, I won't stop for gossip. Hell nah, brother. Hell nah. Nah. I'm a scholar. I love my life. I love my life. Okay? You find a new segment of the road, which seems much to be shorter, but you need to cover some distance on foot, cutting dried out branches. Oh gosh. The tree crowns must have been merciless. Hardly the ferns or grasses have managed to survive the shadows. You spot a 10-year-old dark tree that's twice your height and looks like a sapling, then compared to the giants around it. Its thin branches are leaflets hanging like a limbs of an exhausted worker. Right under the tree are dead red boar, too large for you to pick up. Its tusk could be worth a few coins, but the scavengers may show up any minute now. Oh, let's save. I approach the carcass, or I examine the area. The tree is a bit away from a weak or dead plant. You walk around it. You spot a blood-stained trunk near the hollow. You don't notice any wounds on the boar, at least not from a distance, but also shines no illnesses. It's not young. Its heart could have stopped working. Ah. I approach the carcass. You realize it's that such young trees almost never have hollows in them. They don't have time to grow branches thick enough to cause new holes if they fall. I approach the bloodstains. Sally, oh gosh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. You tether to Sally a fallen branch. It lowers its head, snorts its disapproval. The grass here is sparse, grazed on. You reach the trunk of the branches reaches you. The creature doesn't roar or howl, but the movements of its limb-like, wood-like creaks. Ah, hell nah! And are as nimble as tentacles of the sea monster. You jump away, but the trend of the shell catches you mid-air, grabs your shell mid-air. Hell nah, bro. It lifts you up, holding your stomach and chest, the skin like rock. The beast pulls you towards itself, brutally swinging you around. You're dizzy, but you notice the roots have also started to move. You're already holding your axe, led by your instincts. Let me think. I run. Gosh, why did they let curiosity get me? Can I bite it? Can I bite it? You bite. You bite the limb by your neck, but the creature's skin is so hard you can't even get onto its flesh. If it has any, it moves with its pores. Trent moves closer to you with a hollow, but it's opening its eyelid shutters. You smell gastric juices previous. Ew! Meals, the branches painfully squeeze your stomach and legs. You constantly move, scratching your cloaking skin. Do something else. I grab my axe, and I don't know if long sentences work here. Chop. No, I cut it. No, I chop it. Yeah? I chop it. Ugh! You suck! Okay, I do something else. I kill. Okay, fine. I kick. Let's play your game. I kick. You punch the branches with your fist. You motion say, could, do I have? Wait, let me check. Do I have any inventory? The trance that sticks to your shoulders, mouth. The bowels are almost empty, with bones and flesh swimming on soup of beast organs from the side. The creature's shell seems to be soft, pulsating, pink and sparse. The branch squeezes your stomach. Oh man, it's still a thing. I'm gonna die. Okay, inventory. Do I have anything on me? No, I don't. Brother, what do we do? I die. I can I cry? Ah, can I scream? Can I think of something to do? Think? Can I? Wow, wow! This game is something that my brain needs so much brain juices for. Uh, I kick. Can I run? Sally, save me! Sally, I need your help! Sally, what can I do? I can't kick. Can I cut? As the creature loosens its grab, you use all your strength to lean forward and take a swing. There you go! Okay, so I just have to say a word. I shouldn't say a sentence. Sinking the blade to its flesh, a stream of blood spurts from the flesh cut. The creature pulls out, throws you away like a splinter. During your fall, your ribs and legs and neck suffer for each move. You gasp for air, almost choking on your own spit. I prepare myself for the landing. I'm gonna die! I should load! You crash into the ferns, although your armor is too worn to be perfect. Then you get slowly, holding your axe. The Trent is turned away from you, swinging its upper limbs in panic. The roots in a couple of directions at once. Holding the beast is a single move. uh, After a breath or two, they crawl away from you, each with its own rhythm, their lack of. The beast may be slow, but pays little attention to any obstacle. It either tramples from them or gets them out of its way with a swingle swipe. I put away my weapon, I loosen my armor, take a breath, and approach the boar. Oh, man. You know what? Let's try. Okay. Okay, I got something. You put your thick gloves, grab the axe, prepare your knife, and get right to removing the boar's jaw. It requires some chopping but also precision. There's not much blood and most likely already is filled up with the beast stomach. Once you get through the bones and teeth, you brutally remove the pairs of tusks. Their faces won't be pretty, but you also don't have time and space to carry the entire jaw around. Then boil it for a few hours in the cauldron. I'll wash them later and make gloves too. Oh my god! Okay, just run, just run. Okay, we run from the monkeys. It's the same thing. The air is, and this is bright, arid hills is drier than the woods. Down below, among the humble meadows, you spot a stone plateau, on top of which a group of bipedal creatures is feasting upon a large carcass. From what you see, only a few of them would reach your knees, but the pack notices your gaze and starts to regroup. No, I'm not looking for a fight, brother. I only have one heart. No, I'm not wasting my life here. Okay. Oh, we're live. Okay, the clapping of a proud fight reaches the silent corridor of rocks. Quintus looks at you from the top of the precipice beside the tower. He crosses his parapet and gestures to you for to wait, and goes down to the other side of the walls and opens the gate. Still alive, eh? I think Vashil's dead somewhere in the heart of the woods. Sheesh. He starts, but then nods to acceptance. Too bad. I'd rather have more strong hunters around. About your duty. I've encountered the woods many times already, and you can trust me, the creatures there are beyond any human. The longer he listens to your tale, the more his shoulders slumps. Thanks for throwing food at my nightmares. I heard monstrous threats before, but I hoped that they would stay. I don't know a way. Okay. Let's travel. No! Yes. Okay, let's travel. Howler's Dell. Foggies? How much time do we have left? Foggies, please. Foggies. Okay, let's go to Old Pagos. We still have some time. I guess we're gonna stay at Howler's again. No! The road is covered with peddlers' leftovers, but at least the beast is nowhere in sight. There's no more fruits among the trees, and most of the branches are already stripped of any leaves. Maybe the creature needed to find a new spot for itself. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna die. I thought there was gonna be a creature then. Brother, I can't live. Can't live anymore. This game is too stressful, but I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for it. You see why I'm so excited to play this game every week. Okay, you see why. It's a breath of fresh air, but it makes me get a heart attack. As you're approaching the gate, you hear the muffled shouts and insults. After you knock at the gate, Tertia opens the peephole angrily. You approach the gate and knock at it. She gives you a long look. Are you sure you're not sick? I tell them about the druid's plan. I may know of a way to help you with the plague. You begin. Even before you end your story, the various voices interrupt you with all sorts of queries, which result in a long, chaotic conversation as their enthusiasm rises. More people approach the gate, chiming in with their doubts and asking things that they've already explained. Through the peephole of the gate, you see a swarm of shifting faces and clothes. It's understandable that they're worried. I try to tell them everything I know. Yeah, let's tell them everything I know. I don't want them to worry. I mean, they're already worried enough as it is, and I don't want to be a preacher, but, you know, I kind of want to get I kind of want them to, know everything. I also don't want them to have false hope, which is, stopping right there. No, they're gonna say, oh, I still have a chance, or something. Brother, if I want to give you the truth, okay? I don't, especially since it's the whole city. Nah, brother. Nah. The locals spend most of the time arguing with each other about hope, desperation, doubt, and distrust. You're even accused of trying to manipulate desperate souls. See, that's what I'm saying. Reaching the point where you can move on takes you a good minutes. There isn't much you can do from here, but as I've said, awakening the altar requires Numa. If you've something I can use as sacrifice, it would be a huge help. The another long discussion occurs on the other side, though this time it's organized. With one soul speaking at a time. When Torsia addresses you, there is sadness in her eyes. There's no enchanters here, Warden. All magic potions were used to fight the plague. Ah, yeah, that makes sense though. And my neighbors won't give any of their away their last treasure to someone they don't trust. I can't make their decision from them. Fine, I hope you won't regret it though. Let's see. Me too. She closes her eyes. Yeah, the crowd starts to disperse. Yeah. Eudocia the Enchantress. Oh man, I won't lie. I've been to many settlements. Warnings about locusts, Sylvetic plague. You don't have to worry about their safety. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving them false hope. Eudocia, the Enchantress of the East, wants to know if yes, this one, Eulalia and Irenaeus have avoided the sickness. A long, uncomfortable silence. She's too late. They were asking for their daughter in their nightmares. Before their illness took away their tongues, we burned both of them on the same day. Oh my god, so what? Excuse me? Is she the... Oh, they're the parents? They're the parents? Brother! This stinks! She looks down. Tell her I'm sorry for her loss. I hope she found peace for what she's looking for. That's so sad. I'm not lying to her. Ah, okay. I have no choice. We're gonna seek shelter. Travel. Gosh, that sucks. I didn't know that was her parents, but that should have made sense. I thought those were her friends. I go to buy the tailor. Inventory. Gosh, okay. And just said, new sets of clothes. She stops her work and says briefly, I can tell. Don't hear a hint of mockery, but that's a lot of work, and I do need my nightmare. If I were to give you anything, people would see it, and I'll let you know if you show them some rags. And by that mean your prices are high. Ah, huh. And she answers with a nod. It'll take a day or so to finish. Your city's clothes are. She frowns. Just fine in the wilderness, I guess. What I'll give you is for the time of lamb meat and meat, knee pathfinding. The longer the outfit you want, the higher the price. Though I'll consider the things that people say about you as well. Oh my god! No. I need your services. Can you please repair? Please. Just tree, please. Just please. Thank you. That's good. Bye. I can't afford that. I go to the main square. Gosh. Okay. I approach Eric's. Pirios. Buy. Eric's. Rations. Just checking. Thanks. Mayor? Ah, there we go. Guard informs you, wait, down the bench and wait for what feels like an eternity. When Thais joins you, she apologizes for the wait, and though her voice and eyes are harsh. What would it take for you to consider oblivion? I bring sad news from Old Pecos. The villagers were stricken by a plague. For a few breaths, she doesn't blink. So close to us. A plague? How? She adjusts her cape and calls a guard to gesture. Tell the others to gather by Ape Ale. She tells her and then looks back at your eyes. I'll pass them the news once we're done here. We have to close the gates. Maybe keep strangers away. She starts to tap her deer buckle. At least we can make some preparations. Thanks to you, good wardening. She says with a little conviction. But you should also speak with our druids. They may have more questions for you. The guards returns. The mayor sends her away. Warn Elpis. She must speak with Kararu. I keep forgetting that I named myself Kararu in this game. Brother, the reason, you know why I named myself Kararu in this game? You know why? Because it's a lot faster than typing Karukan Pulvero. About the bronze rod. My neighbors have some kind words to say about you. They want to post of the piece of bronze rod. Yes, of a piece of bronze. You have my permission to put on whatever how you like. Hell yeah! Thank you. She leans forward, and even though she smiles, but her voice is close to a whisper. I wonder, why are you here? What pushes someone to becoming a Roadwarden? I just want to help people. You know what? I'm just gonna. I just want to help people. If I can make this area safer, I'm gonna do it. That's for me to know. My motivations are of no importance. No, no. Let's be real with her. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna say what I want to say, just because you know we gotta earn her trust. That's a thing. She waits, expecting that there's more to be said, then lets out a nervous chuckle. Forgive me. It's something I mostly hear from children, not travelers. She observes you with keen eyes, but after a few breaths, she shrugs that off. What else do you need? Thank you for your time. We have no choice but to sleep. I sleep, and I have nothing. I sleep. Oh, rain once again hits the ground, interrupting your sleep. Another day of muddy. You notice while you undress, one of your recent wounds is starting to leave a mark. I first notice its touch, then I see a reflection by my blade. A long cut on my cheek. A deep, long cut on my hand still hurts, especially when I move with its fist. I manage to ignore it, but cut on my leg hurts at every step. The bruises on my stomach look like a night sky. Yes, let's say the bruises on my stomach look like a night sky. At least it looks kind of pretty, you know? It's warm here. But every time I look at my bruise, you know what I think of? I think of a strawberry. Like, I don't know. It looks like a strawberry to me. It's warm here, but the muffled skin allows your back to rest a bit. You wake up a couple of times during the night, smell cooked stews, fuels your hunger. The staff returns to your room every once an hour to stir a pot. You wake up early but leave the building to check on Sally and give it water from the creek. The innkeeper is sitting near the door from time to time, carrying out another bowl with either stew or gruel. Tice is nowhere to be seen. Imperius is leaning on the wall against the wall, though he nods towards you when you reach the square and leave the square. Okay. Since Tice has allowed me to do so, I'll place a bronze rod on top of the watchtower. You approach the same tower you've climbed before. There's a teenage girl crouching on the bank of the creek, washing laundry in bowls. With a smile, she offers to hold your rope ladder for you. You know what? I accept. I don't want to be rude and be like, I don't want to accept now. I want to be friends with them. Let's accept. She puts her on her sandals and approaches you with the ladder. Go ahead. She keeps it still as you climb to the top. Even when the winds get stronger, you feel in control. Hey, that's great! It takes you a fair bit of time, but with a couple of cords, you attach the rod to the outer wall. You make sure that that even a strong push won't make it fall down. Once you touch the ground, the girl doesn't walk up to you, but tries to make eye contact. That's a nice view from up there, eh? Young kid's this tall. She's so cute. She holds her hand near her waist. Always climb up when Nay Souls is watching. Her kind smile is in contrast with her bored, indifferent eyes. Some chit chat won't hurt me. She's so sweet. Okay, I'm human. Okay, I'm human. I gotta talk to people too. Okay, I'm not Batman. I don't have any emotions. No, I'm human. Okay, Batman's a bat. He can do whatever. She craves any tales from the outside world. You tell her about Sally and the hardships of your travels. While she tells you about her magical talents, she can make the water clean and hopes to put it out to use when she gets more experience with it. I do get all power-hungry sorcerers, you know? Why would one throw fire from their heads while spoons to need clean? Aww. She also mentions the strict rigor followed by the local druids. True. They take on responsibility of teaching new generations how to live side by side with the woods. Because of this, they are like our other parents, you see. Instead of saying parents, I would say grandparents. Oh, wait, thinking about it, if I'd say grandparents, that means, because there are some grandparents that would just let them be, right? I mean, we'll see. Because of this, they're like our parents, you see, with their own rules and talks, but aren't too cranky if we speak with them humbly like their own kids. It may be weird for an outsider, she says with a smile, but there's no some mages of the right, but are forest speakers. Soon after that, she bids you farewell, stretching her arms and back, and returns to wet clothes. I also walk away. I go to the druids. This time, tall druid gives you an encouraging nod, even though he remains on the bench. He's huge. He would do well as a guard at a city alehouse. I walk further south to the spot where the new building is being constructed. I couldn't read. I just clicked immediately. Sorry. You approach the building site. The stone foundations are finished, and the timber frame is jointed together with a set of intriguing cuts, like a large toy. One day, their walls will be whitewashed with limestone and turned into prestigious shelter, unlike the houses made of logs and boards. The other buildings are surrounded by grass, flowers, herbs, and the turmoil of the village is life, drowned by the sound of the creek. But knocking off the hammer shatters the tranquility. The builders give you a curious look from above the log they're cutting. I walk past them and head to the druids. You're welcomed by 8 elders. Oh my goodness. 8 elders is crazy. Okay, gathered in a semicircle is scary. Okay, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Watching your steps closely. They're not as large as their workers, and their clothes are far from humble. Instead, the hem of their pants or tunic, they wear colorful robes and dresses made of wool. They vary in styles, length, and embellishment, separating them from the outfits of monks. You spot belts and cords, sandals, and closed shoes. Hey, that's quite rare in this time. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. One person is bald, one is silver hair, long enough to cover her back like a cape. Most druids are clean and rested, though one is a bit sloven, with uncombed hair and stained clothes and dusty feet. Unlike other priests, excuse me. Sorry, I have to burp. Also, unlike priests of Hovloven, their hands are marked by scars, hard skin, and old burns and missing fingers. Still, in the silence, a woman's staff steps forwards. I keep a closer look at her. Her gray robe is decorated with a brown thread that portrays the leaves and tree branches and birds. She's over 50, but the youngest among them all. Her back is straight, the gray hair only an inch long. Really? She doesn't need a walking stick. Her weapon is smooth and longer than she is tall. Her blue eyes are... Why does everybody have blue eyes in this place? I swear. Vigilant and keenly observe your face, as if in search of venom in your nose and lips. Her lips are thin and small, formed into an astur line that shakes slightly, as if she's on the brink of burst of anger. Anger? Why you mad at me, girlie? She says nothing. I'm honored to meet you. I assume you know who I am. Let's be real. I'll you know, I'm pretty sure that they just want to be cut dry short. So I assume you know who I am. She closes her eyes and tilts her head to the left and listens to the creak of the hammer and to show your breath. I do know who you are. Oh, I do not know who you are, she finally answers, nor why you are. Every muscle in Ma keeps me be aware of a wolf, but Ma village believes you defend the roads. She pauses and looks at your clothes and equipment. Eva, though our ancestors were for centuries, some still think they need pats, travelers, dragon rings. Your presence here is a new log for blame lies. For a moment, her eyes seem shinier, brighter, but also hostile. You are and will be an outsider. We'll listen, but you'll change us. Her words are slow and soft, as if she's tasting. Girlie, I also don't want to be with you, okay? I don't want to be with you, Crowdy. But listen, I'm an outsider, but I want to be kind of friendly with everybody, you know, be cordial, you know, for the trades and the monies, but yeah. Let's go with this one. Thais thinks you should know about the plague that has fallen about Old Pagos. You tell her what you've learned about the village gates, making her lean on her staff, touching it with her cheek. We cannot help with this tragedy. The people of Old Pagos are not our friends, and we will not risk our lives for theirs. She turns towards the rest of the gathering. After their nod, she takes a deep breath. As she speaks, she looks at the ground. Travel south to the great healer who lives in a cave, beyond the beholder. Really? The spirit guides us through the swamps. Only he may find it. Thanks, yeah. I guess. Thanks. I don't want to ask a lot because I feel like if I ask a lot, they would want to kill me. Let's save him. Tyresis has a message for you. She listens to your tale without so much of a frown. Before she utters her first words, the other druids step away. His request is real, would be understandable, but I will not give away my neighbor's possessions to an outsider, especially for nothing in return. I need to know you deserve this type of gesture, either because of my own trust or the village's. You know what? You suck, brother! You suck! Patooey. Patooey. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit. I'm just gonna be a little bit heated because like they're being so like annoying about this because again it's not their stuff. It's not your stuff. Oh gosh. Sure, I seek knowledge about High Island, why not? Few of the elders mutter. She gives them a grim look. As ancient as ice, I cannot help you. Fine. Have you ever met Asterion? Nay, seeing that you wait for a more detailed answer. She taps her fingers on her staff. We had no reason to talk to him. Okay. Tyus hopes to start negotiations with the Merchant Guild. What are your thoughts? She looks toward your axe and clamps her hand over her own staff with a new strength. We are no ones to tell our village how to act and how to think. Brother, you suck. You lie. You keep saying that, yo, we are not ones. We are not ones. We are not ones to say that. But listen, lady. Listen to me. Okay, listen to me. Okay, listen to me. You kept telling everybody in the village how to live. You've been telling them how to act and how their beliefs are. You lie. You're being a hypocrite. You are being a hypocrite right now. And it's so annoying. And also, you're not even giving me the stuff that the guy that you drove out, okay, these people drove out because they're so mean and horrible. And like, oh, it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. You are frustrating me. Oh, I'm just so frustrated. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm getting so frustrated. So every time I listen to these types of people. If they decide to follow their mayor, we'll follow. Okay, whatever. She lowers her voice and gazes like warm. When a bear enters your house, do not scream nor hold the door for it. You leave. You wait or throw a fish. But if it's head of the bed for your child, you jump its back. Eva, if you all have your teeth. For a single heartbeat, you see a red line in her eye. I need your help. Where can I find Asterion? But my journey will be difficult. Once you tell her about the island, she puts her left index finger on her lips, thinking, "You're known for unusual deed. We do not care for this man. We see you as a stranger, and we will not help you with your journey." Okay, you suck. Fine. Say. Why do you speak for the entire group? She steps away, tilting her staff towards the druids, looking at you gently. The Naze Master is among us. I've answers for our neighbors, and I know how to guide them. That's all. For now, I'm trusted, but I'm no above anyone. I take upon myself the burdens of daily life from the shoulders of the elders. One day, my soul will get cloudier, or ever lost in madness like my mother's before me. Then my lips will be sealed, and a better shall take my place. You can't tell if her eyes show sadness or relief. You know what? This is code name for the elders are horrible with human relations, public human relations, so they got me as their PRO. I'm the one to talk because I'm the only one that's good at talking and is patient with talking to everybody. Sorry. But that's how I interpret it. Okay, I'm gonna save. Tell me about your fate. She tilts her head to the right and looks at you directly into her eyes. What do you want to know? Followers have their tablets. How about you? How do you feel about other religions? There are many rumors surrounding Druid. Let's say about this one. There are many rumors surrounding Druids. Some of them portray you as rather cruel. Nay ought one to speak wisdom with every mouth they see. Their thin lips form a smirk, but her voice gets stronger. The butches of the Unites are driven fear, afraid to admit their old malice, to give up their dreams of power or of comfort. They make us the monsters of their tales, for they want to their people to look away as they hunt us. We're a mirror of their weakness, the sun to their shadow. We are proof that they do not have to rule. Oh, spicy, sassy. I like it. I like it. What does it mean to be a druid? To be worthy of trust. Our elders have to trust that we'll master our shells under the guidance and use them to strengthen all of us. Our neighbors have to trust that we are worthy of their food. Ever we do not work with our hands. The creatures need to trust that we deserve to enter their woods. She observes you for a bit and her fingers tap on her staff. This trust would never be put to an outsider. Okay, I see. I'd like to hear about your teaching. Give away what you can and take what you need from your soul, from the soil. From the fellowship of humans, you will leave behind only ashes. Accept and grow it in place. You leave only behind ashes. Why do I feel like I've already heard that before? Maybe in the Finnish. I don't know. She ends with a kind smile. If you think this is much, then you're right. If you think soul has enough years to follow this path fully, your soul is already beset by thorns. I see. She observes you in silence. The right followers have their tablets. What about you? For a moment, you think she's not sure how to answer, but then you realize she's humming to herself silently. She raises her hand and gestures to you to look around. The world of our answers was not the same as one we see. They had their truth, we have ours. The stories come from humans. The animals think of nothing but them, yet prosper. How do you feel about other religions? We do not have to feel about them. If they let us live, we will not strike first. A preacher was here once. When I was about a teen, her eyes got a bit more cloudy. I see that one could take the tablets and grow upon them, but their rights burns the freedom of others, and their followers build their gray, dead temples from their skulls of those who don't listen. We request trust, no slavery. Okay. You know what? At least they don't do that, I guess. As mean as they are and as sassy as they are, you know what? At least they don't do that. And they respect other religions. Well, I guess based on one person. I don't know. This is their PRO. They're not even telling me like they're not even. I'm not even talking to the other elders. I don't know the beliefs of the other elders. Come on. Wait, I'm just gonna drink some water. Speaking for 2 hours needs water. Excuse me. Hopefully you didn't hear my burp. Let's change the topic. Let's see. I'm looking for a healer. She raises her hand. She raises her head a bit and observes you in silence. You will not find them here. My soul has its limits. Yeah, they're definitely selfish. Well, not selfish. They're definitely not selfless. But at least I guess they can handle themselves. I don't know. My soul has its limits. I need it to be there when an elder falls down the stairs, when a child gets a fever, when a lumberjack gets their arm cut off. We do not need your dragon bones, and I will not put a stranger above my neighbors. Okay. What's your stance on necromancy? She grabs her staff with both hands. The awoken spit onto the order of things, one on time and nature. When held by human spells, they only grow, waiting for the pneuma and corruption to cover their bones. Their will is simple, and will never be forgotten. They will hunt for those who care, and will drink for their blood. Her face hides any emotion, her voice is monotonous, but her fingers are getting pale. The curse of necromancy does not enter a gathering. Farewell. Okay. Save. Oh, okay. So that's Elfies. Okay. Let's travel. Let's see. 12 hours. Okay, we're fine. So it should be south, but I don't know where south is. Whatever they told me to look for, because I kind of forgot what I was supposed to look for. But this is north. This is south. The Elder's Cave. Ah! I was supposed to go to the Elder's Cave. That's what they were saying. I was supposed to go to the cave. But I also want to go here, because I wanted to go to Old Pagos so I could do this thing. But like... Oh... Oh... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Da 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 da. Let's go here. Why not? Let's go here. You ascend the gentle hill with the green thickets coasting the valleys, the path like an endless bridge, built by an ancient tree-legged giants. Maybe the pagan of spellcasters. The higher you get, the fewer plants you see. Hit by the cold wind, you adjust your cloak. I ride slowly, sitting in the center of the saddle. Mountains are harsh for horses. My poor horse! My poor Sally! Oh, okay, here they are. You approach the raised drawbridge. You observe the face of the mountain, the hooks holding the hourglass as large as the person displaying their devotion to the right proudly. It looks tremendous at the... Look at how wealthy they are. That's crazy. Well, waste of steel? Nah, I wouldn't say that's a waste of steel. I wonder who's responsible for polishing it. The temples in the city are even grander. Yeah, it looks tremendous with wealth and labor. Yeah. Why should I be like, pah! It's even bigger in the sea. Nah, let's just honor it. You know, if it looks good, it looks good. Okay. Here's my thing. I always get so annoyed when people are like, this person looks better than this person. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're just talking about person because that's the easiest to do. But like, listen, if the person looks good, the person looks good. Don't say that this person looks better than this person. Just say it bluntly. Done. Didio. Okay, you're done. Okay, just say it straight to the point. The rustling of leaves carries no songs of birds, shouts of apes, or whines of hunted critters. The rivers attack its banks with a fierce roar. You get off your palfrey. The cave mouths are connected by paths, stairs, and bridges. You don't see people, but there's smoke coming from one of the entrances. And you hear muffled thuds of a hammer. The gardens are weeded, and the buildings are firm. The green trees on top of the mountain bear red and brown fruits. Two rounded sticks are tied with a rope nearby to a nearby rock. You grab them and take a closer look. They're calves. I make a firm hits and wait patient. What? Why am I hitting? I keep hitting them? No? What? Why am I hitting them? What? Huh? Two round sticks are covered in tied rope nearby rock. You take them with... Oh, I'm okay. I'm hitting the sticks. I'm hitting the sticks. Okay. Wait. There's an eyelash in my eye. Wait. Okay, I need to take off this eyelash in my eye. Why now? Hello, it's me. I'm back. Ayo. I was able to get the eyelash out of my eye. I think. You guys didn't see, but I was like running. I was like, need to put water in my eye, running water. So like my eyes right now harassed by cold water. Okay. Let's go with a plain one. I make a few firm hits, then wait patiently. Let's do that. The echo of your hits cut through the swishing stream. After a few minutes, excuse me, two hooded figures leave the cave mouth and on top of the mountain and give you a long look from the edge of the cliff. Then you walk down the path with caution. Stop having No! Why? I have eyelashes. I don't want to have no eyelashes. I gotta have eyelashes, brother. Funny story about like my eyelashes, because they're actually quite long. Also, like me, my brother, my sister have long eyelashes. The funny thing about it is that like when girls see my brother, they're like, "Can I steal your eyelashes?" Or they want to rip out his eyelashes because they want him to donate his eyelashes to them. I just find it so funny. I don't know why. And my brother doesn't understand why they want him to donate his eyelashes. He doesn't understand. It's so funny. It's so funny. Two hooded figures leave the cave mouth on top of the mountain and give you a long look from the edge of the cliff, then walk down to the path with caution. It takes them a while to reach the buildings made of bricks, not logs, and covered with tiles instead of the thatch. Little by little, the bridge gets looser, then it hits the grass gently. The taller figure, now covered with shadows, invites you with a gesture. I lead Sally inside. The gestures take off their hoods. They wear brown and dark simple worn robes, and ropes instead of belts. They've no jewelry or ornaments, just small bags made of fabric on their shoulders. The larger the shell belongs to a strong, barefoot man in his 50s. Despite having no weapon, his eyes are audacious and could belong to a muscle standing in the door of a harbor tavern. His wrinkles are subtle, but there are only few tufts of gray hair on his left. His greasy head, his skin is pale, covered with liver spots. Oh gosh, wow, why is this so descriptive, brother? Though at closer look, you realize a few of them are just stains by ink. Ah, I see. So you're like me, scholars as well. Salutations, traveler. Nightinky, he hesitates. His voice is hoarse, but sonorous. Thank thou for thy patience. This is a place of reflection and prayer. We shan't abandon our duties. He places his bandaged hand on his stomach and bows. You're at the right haven. This is the place at peace of the north. As long as thy tongue is clean of lies and thy hands bring no harm, thou wilt not be hurt. I look at the second monk. The girl's about 14 and is with an unsightly acne. Bro, why are you being so mean with acne? Why are you being so mean? Come on. On her forehead. And the robe that brushes the ground whenever she takes a step. Her black hair is tied into a humble ponytail. She observes your horse curiously, cocking her head to side. But once she catches your look, she meets your eyes boldly, raising her chin as if challenging you. Thy mount is free to help itself with hay and water. We will await inside. Thou canst stay here for now, but leave before the night. The plague is nearby, the struggle ahead. While they indeed leave the room, their trust only goes so far. They observe you through the open door. The building is a single storeroom filled with crates, barrels, and a stack of firewood, and another one of bricks, pile of straw, a chest, 2 wheelbarrows, and finally racks of shelves, tools, clothing, and utensils. That's a lot of stuff, bro. The light comes from an open gate, accompanied by a sharp draft. I tether Sally I teeter Sally through near the water through the join the monks. Oh my gosh. Ugh. The lack of the walls make you feel exposed. A pair of eyes observe you from the paths above you, while others either climb to the very top or approach you the unremarkable vegetable beds. Most of the dwellers wear hoods, and all of them wear similar worn robes. The chilling wind touches your neck. I put on my hood. I'm not afraid of some wind this crazy. Nah, everybody catches a cold. They keep their distance, then a man greets you by raising his open palm, wrapped in bandages that disappear underneath his sleeve. His lips form something between a sneer and a smile. What's bring thee here? Art thou a go-between? The girl keeps an eye on your axe occasionally and glances at your boot, the one that hides a knife. Oh! 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 That's crazy. I'm Kararu, the new Roadwarden. Good, well, the roads need their wardens, folks need their roads, but there is none behind this mountain, and we take care of the one that you've just crossed. Ye thou dost need the bother. Thy services are not required. He gestures for you to wait, but where's the man with the red beard? There isn't enough work for the two of you. Asterion, I'm hoping to find him. Have you seen the roads here? They're messy enough for 10 more. Asterion, I'm hoping to find him here. I'm sorry to disappoint thee. He rubs his liver spot in his hand. But he hasn't been here in months. We rarely have visitors here, different than our friends from Pagos. Different from our friends from Pagos. We don't invite the outside world, and we don't care much for it. How's thou checked the pelt of the north and the southern road? If he's wounded, it's safe. It's a safe shelter. That's what I've heard. The girl scratches the ground with her boot, though it remains hidden underneath her robe. The man looks at her with amusement. Looks like the Sema here is eager to return to her duties. I'm Ailey, but I'm not shaking thy hand. One of us could carry the plague of our flesh. Who knows? Who can tell what brings thee to our monastery? Is there nothing you can do about the plague that has beset old Pagos? Well, his cuff doesn't help his hoarse throat. We don't understand what makes it grow. We put to use all the ingredients we have found, brewed as many potions and balms as we could. They worked for one afternoon. Then the people once again fell ill. Who can tell where the sickness dwells? A powerful healer could get rid of it once and for all with a single spell, but no follower of the right and the north carries such talents. The plague could come from the water, or it could come from the animals, could come from rats. There's so many things that could factor. Maybe it's time for someone to enter the village and look for a source. Could it be the right punishment? Let me know if there's something I can do. I'll pass thee. Thy offer to the prey light. Thank thee. Ask about Phoebe and Spirit Rock. Nah, I wouldn't bite into aught touch it by that witch. He hides his bandaged hand behind his back. Why does the father think it may work? He portrayed the situation as accurately as he can. Ailey gets closer to the cliff, observing the river beneath it, and spending a good few minutes considering the situation. Suddenly turns towards you, with wide eyes, making his companion stagger. He's lying to thee. Oh. Of course, we all know. He announces with great dose of enthusiasm. He seeks no cure for the lack of Numa, but rather the lack of the soul itself. Before Adir's calling the greatness of the tribes of the Dragon Woods, saw the spellless children as empty shells, throwing them to beasts just as often as they did with crippled and the short-witted. Oh, that's sad! There's just this tale. He glances at you. Thou won't remember it. It won't anyway. But the tablet carries no doubt. Tribes shan't hurt those touched with this condition, as there's no such stuff, soulless children. Okay, I don't know how to say that, but oh gosh, if I say about you Doshas, they're not gonna want it, my boy. They don't want Edosha. They don't want Edosha. They're just gonna be like, oh no. Can you tell me about Asterion? Let me think. He looks at the sky and clenches his fist around and straps the strap of his bag. First time he was here, we asked him to find some iron in Gale Rocks. The second time, he did bring us a few scraps, but he was wounded. A piece of flesh bitten away by his thigh. Said the 100-leg worm caught him off guard in the meadow. Instead of his pay, we offered him a potion. Anything noteworthy about the iron he delivered? Scavenged from the furniture, a few of them were rusty. Who knows where he brought them from? We melted it for our nails. Tell me about Gale Rocks. He hesitates but finally nods. Just saved seaweed. It's just some seaweed eaters. What? Seaweed eaters is crazy. Oh, my mic. Is my mic doing something crazy? Can you guys hear it? Wait. Is my mic going crazy? Is it going haywire? Or is it fine? I can't tell. I can't tell if it's fine. Okay, it's fine. I think it's fine. Their souls is barren, but the strongest of them, the space, spends their days on the boats, among the sharp rocks. Those who can't hunt for fish boil water to make salt. Ooh. Well, yeah. Yep. You know what? You have to do everything for the craft and anything for the lifestyle, you know. Those who can't, they trade with other villages more than anyone in the peninsula for crops, wood, and meat. He snorts. But they're weak folk, weak and angry. Yep, very angry, like a wolf beaten and kicked from a pup. Facts. Loud, ready to bite, but all it takes is for someone to raise their hand and then it jumps away and it whimpers. True. He lets go of the bag. At least they follow the right's teachings. I seek knowledge about the High Island. Then it was wise for thee to visit our order, he chuckles. But I'd rather have such knowledge for the worthy. I have not got no reason to throw it away. Okay. Do you know anything interesting about the path leading to the heart of the woods? I used to. But like all places that belongs to the beasts, it shifts every year. The only reason why it still has trails at all is the creatures that uses our roads as their own game trials. Only a dimwit would try to cross it now. After we ask him if he knows any such person, he takes a deep breath. Well, last I've heard, Quintus, the gatekeeper from Old Pagos, is missing or dead. He's a brute and an idiot. Can't understand jokes and can't stand weaklings. If ye thou ever meet him, just smile and let him speak as much as he needs to. Shut up. Oh gosh. I'm looking for a few hunters from the creeks. Were they here? Hunters from the creeks. He mimics your voice with a hint of mockery. Not a soul. Wow, so mean. Wow. Not a soul from there has reached our temple inn. He rubs the back of his bandaged hand and looks at the monk who's been carrying buckets of water. Well, a decade? They've got through the hunting grounds, the heart of the woods, watchtower, the northern hills. Gosh. I'm trying to learn more about the local bandits. Then ask the villages. He looks at the wooden entrance hall behind you. No group is going to bother us. Or they've got an understanding of our Numa and potions. Nah, I don't want to ask about the Eudocia. They're gonna kill me. Because they hate witches. They hate witches. Do you need any help? I'm looking for a job. He puts his hand together and repeatedly taps his fingers. After a few breaths, he straightens up and says no. I have a few questions about the monastery. Does this place have a name or is it just a monastery? Depends on who thou asks. It's a large temple that is of Hag's Hills, and the only one beside the sacred cave is Gale Rocks. He points at the large, huge hourglass. Is it the right summit or the old temple of Old Pagos or high caves like they used to be at Nayana? What? That's crazy. Ah, he says so much. He rests his thumbs behind the rope on his waist. The tribes go and the names shift. For now, we all know we invite the monastery. Okay. I don't want to ask more about his things. Because, like, we all know, we kind of know the answers for this, don't we? I'd like to learn some knowledge about the peninsula. Yeah, why not? No. See, he's just gotta say no. He's gotta do whatever. It's so annoying. No, he sighs. The order protects what we know. Seek no wealth. You remind him of your trade, and he reports with annoyance. Knowledge builds and destroys the cities. We point to the two monks who are seeking snails among the garden patches. Are responsible for what we bring to our journey. The blacksmith isn't judged by the depth of their swords, but they ought to sell to scoundrels. If you believe that there is freedom and a peace of understanding of the world, it seems like it seems strange you won't share that, with other people. You know what? Facts. They're honestly such hypocrites. It's so annoying. So does the order keep everything and learns for itself? I use what I learned to protect other people. And thou thinkest our books and studies are going to help thee? Just keep thy healthy and take care of the pet, and listen to the elders. Okay, fine. Let's return to my other questions. I can have some questions about the monastery. Why can't I spend the night here? Want us to give thee a chest and a weapon in rack 2, or maybe thy mufflins in our gardens and ask us to bed thou? It's not in. We respect our hardships of one's journey, so we don't scare off strangers. We cross the mountains. We don't let them wander about and take our time for granted. He looks at his bandaged hand and makes a fist and opens it. Stretches out his fingers. Maybe with old Pagos locked, our old rules too shall change. I see. Okay. Oh, hey, Pepsi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. Yeah, we are playing Roadwarden like before. But like I'm at the place that I'm kind of like losing my patience at. What? No. What? Thank you so much for the subscription, brother. What the heck? Thank you. Oh, that's so unexpected. What the heck? What do I do? Do I give you a shout out? I don't. It's what I do. Nah, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Pepsi. Thank you. Sheesh, my guy. That's crazy. Thanks for coming. And giving like a sub is crazy. That it just came in and gave a sub. That's crazy, brother. I don't know what I can do for you. All I can do is let me see what I can do. What can I do? Where's my model? Where's my model? There's my model. I can only do a backflip. Whee! Thank you very much. Thank you. Really appreciate. But do you know about necromancers in the north? He rose the liver spots with his forehand with the bandaged hand, looking at one eye at his short companion. This and that. See, that sucks. Like they're not gonna say anything. I heard I can find them in the northwest. What's your sense of Okay, let's return. What I don't. They're not gonna say anything. That was a sub. It was me. Nah, Ori. Nah, not Dio. Okay, not today. Not before spring. Our old order uses every bottle we make to help the sick people of old Pagos, as well as to protect ourselves. I can bring you dragon boats or something that doesn't go in the mountains. Looks at this hourglass. Steel hourglass hanging from the wall. Taste of softness from the tools of murder. We shall crave not. One thing we lack are delicacies we could offer to the sick and weak. But thou wilt not find such a thing on this sad land. I also dabble in alchemy. Can I use your tools to brew? Is crazy. Could I use this to? Okay, that's actually very like wow. Curious. He puts his bandaged fingers on his chin. Back in the day, the order would lend thee a workshop in exchange for thy recipes. But now, he rubs the skin, observing Decima. She shakes her head gently. That was before the war. If aught breaks under thy touch, we would struggle to replace it. No amount of the coins would buy. Oh yeah, true. No amount of coins may buy us a trader of glass files or bronze golden tools. Rather, thou must follow the road north around the lake until you reach Foggy Lake, a tavern. Foggy makes hard drinks and ciders, and thou shalt have simpler tools. There also was one of the old druidness howlers. But she's already likely dead. I really? There's one in Howlers, a druid. Still, I know a recipe for binding tower that requires a basalt salt crushed on the top of the mountain. Can I get those in the tree up high just for a few minutes? There's a new gleam in his eye. I adore learning this recipe, for we use basalt knives often, but our late won't be late for dice roll. He looks towards the tiny orchard. The place makes his voice stronger. We need to be sure thou art a friend of the order, not a threat. Gentle cuff, we can't let you run into our caves. Thou seest. Okay. Bye! Bye! Oh man, they were making me lose my patience. I don't know why. Why is it 8 hours? What? 8 hours to travel to Gale Rocks? That's crazy. That's crazy. 9 hours. Huh? Excuse me. Squeeze me. That's crazy. Why? Oh my god, why? Okay, we're going to the Elder's Cave. We're going to the Elder's Cave. Why is it so long? Oh my god. The two blue-tailed monkey. Oh man, I'm so traumatized from monkeys in this game. I can't even look at one anymore. I can't read one. Are jumping on the rocky mountainside, chasing each other with screaming cheerfully. For a moment you see not only the old druid, but also his female companion, For a moment you see not only his druid, touched by years, she's leaning forward. As you arrive, she hides inside the cave. The man welcomes you with an annoyed, "What? What do you need, traveler? I'm sorry I got you your date got I'm sorry that I scared your date off, man." I wonder why you don't wear robes like druids from Hollersdale. I wear what I need, and therefore what is needed of me. He speaks with pride. My ancestors knew such path of least freedom. Ni empty gestures, but honesty, gratitude, and tranquility. He looks towards the north. Those left in the village are putting their hands into matters that fit in their empty heart. Their petty clothes are a costume, ni better than a dress of merchant or a pretty rock thrown in the lake. Show him the snake bait. What can you tell me about this? He only needs a breath to recognize it. Ah, 'tis snake bait. He leans closer. 'Tis not that rare, and no many people need it. He learned the infamous for its alleged power to lure serpents and saurians. When consumed in moderation, it makes a shell more responsive stimuli and makes periods of sleeplessness more easier to bear. Juice from a single leaf is enough to induce hallucinations or an addicting sense of euphoria. Using a large dose at once or small doses too often leads to a frailty or death. Holy carp! It's so hard for me to read. Wow. I'm hurt. I'd like to collect my reward. Yay! He reaches his hand. Now, the less you blink, the less time it takes. You focus. You look back into his eyes and join them in a chaotic run entropy. Through the blue flowers and butterfly sky, you notice the waves of Numa that crawl through your arms. What sort of weather do you expect for tomorrow? It takes him a few minutes to complete his ritual. The winds will be gentle, but the light will hide behind the clouds. Okay. Thank you, brother. Save. Let's travel. The ruins. How much time do I have? 6 hours. Okay. 7 hours. 6. Oh my goodness. Okay. We can go to Pelt of the North. I do want to visit the old camp. There's nothing to find at the old camp. Sucks. The ruins. Let's go to the ruins. Oh, I thought you meant you only have 6 more hours to stream. No, if I would, that would be crazy. No, I can only stream for 3 hours still. Not more than 3 hours, or else my health would be gone. The village remains dead. I consider washing myself. I spent more time. Why not? Why not? Okay. Okay, I put my fish trap again. I step away. Travel. Let's go to Pelt of the North. Let's go to Pelt of the North. Why not? Okay, let's save. Guards welcome you with a nod. As you ride in, the other hunters training with the wood swords, the blunt axes in their courtyard. You hear a clinking of tools coming from the armorer's workshop. I approach the guards. Why not? The guards greet you with polite nods and hello. While Dialit gets closer, you smile. The brown boar follows her steps. What brings you to us? I'm looking about about the hunters you want me to recruit. Here's what I heard about Cassia. Not the easiest attitude to deal with, you say? She twirls her hair. I ain't so sure we need to even more arguments to be around here. So whom are you going to hire? Yes! I got money! Let's go! Let's go! I got my monies. I got my monies. That's what I needed after a long... Oh, I was gonna cry. Yes, I got my money. About the goblins, I'm looking for knowledge about wild creatures. No! About the goblins. There you go. Oh, your price is 10. Let's go. I got everything. I got you everything. I have your dragons. There's no soul in the entire ruins. Let's get to it. Just so you know, I'll bring an axe with me. Just so you know, I'll bring an axe with me. We'll return to it later. No, we'll return to it later. But like, the thing is that I don't have like 50 like dragons with me, my brother. Ugh. I have to. Okay. Let's save. If you have a coin, I could throw some dice. For winner takes all. Winner takes all. I'm horrible at axe throwing. Maybe should I try? Should I try? You know what? I'm saving. I'm saving. So if I lose all my money, call me call me cheap, but I'm going to reload it. I don't care. I'm ready when you are. Yes! I got money! Time goes by, filled with light-hearted jokes and chit-chat. During your final round, you get ahead of everyone. The spectators are playfully comment your moves. The winners take all. 3 dragons are placed on the table. You put them onto your pouch quickly. The table and chairs are moved back into the building. Dalit thanks for your playing. Is there anything you need? Nah. I would too. Yeah. Save. Nah. Look at you guys. Look. We have money again. We have money. I approach the guards. No. I enter the inn. Oh, I can sleep because there's 2 hours left. The windows are open while there's a few guards eating and drinking. The hall is clean. The innkeeper is sitting behind the counter cutting vegetables. Tulia exchanges a few words with one of the hunters. Her voice carries sadness, but she's standing upright. I join Tulia. No, I can't finish my adventure yet. I guess if I approach Tulia, that's when I'm going to be. That's when I finish the entire game. I've been to your camp. It's as good as gone. You explain the broken entrance is in the worst shape that she's remembered. The scavengers are going to have to feast for a few days or more. She rubs the top of her head with her entire palm, glancing 2 hunters who have entered the room. No longer my problem, she says to herself, but then meets your eyes and lets a sorrowful chuckle. Quite a monster we knocked out down, wasn't it? Yeah. Yep. I go outside. Wait, you know what? Go to the innkeeper. There's this gatekeeper, Quintus, yeah. He looks at the mug, listening to your tale, so what do you expect me to do with him once he's here? He can handle some easy tasks. Ask him to be a lookout for peasant travelers. He's a brave soul. He could assist your hunters in their trips. Let's say he can handle some easy tasks because I don't know if he can handle the hunters. I'm gonna be very real with you guys. The hunters can do this and much more. They don't drink as much. He glances at the stairs and rubs his arm gently, but I guess they won't refuse some looser hours. Bring him here. Yes. Okay. I offer him gruel and a corner to sleep, but I won't pay him until he proves himself. Yay. Show me your wares. Do I have anything you'd like to buy? Boar tusks. Oh, I can let him. Okay, iron scraps, fresh healing potion, cask of cider. No, not the cask of cider. Not this one. This one that we need to sell to we need to give to the White Marshes. Boar tusks. I'll give you more than 2 decent meals for it. How about this one? 6 coins. Let's say 6 coins. But I already bought it for 6 coins. Okay. Fine. We kill boars often. Nah. Already. Nah. Okay. That's all. Any leftovers? Glossy spans. I'd like to ask someone. Yeah, let's ask for if they have any less. Okay, maybe tomorrow. Okay, let's sleep. Rent, coffee bed, isolated chamber. Let's sleep. Let's pay for rent. You know what? At least it's only 1 coin. You hear that thunderous roar, you rise to your feet and rub the sleep from your eyes. The doors are opening, people are shouting orders and words of warning. As you open the window, you see what's behind the commotion. Something is on the other side of the wall, trying to get through. The guards are fighting it off with their torches and spears and crossbows. Thanks to their light, you see a large, furry paw placed on top of the wall walk. Brother, that's crazy. As far as you can tell, the beast is a single leap away from getting inside. It's not their first. You know, why not help them? You look for your gambits and blade. It's still a bit foggy in your thoughts, but once you find them, you struggle to get inside your jacket. As your habits kick in, you see an innkeeper right in front of you, holding Tane. You're a guest. Stay here, he says without a shadow of hesitation. My team has time to worry about outsiders. Just after his words, you hear cheerful laughter from the wall, judging by the point of your fingers and where the weapons and pieces flee. Well, I shouldn't expect people will need my help all the time. If I had been there, maybe we could have fought it. No. Let's say the first one. Okay, nice. The room is small and quiet and far away from the unwanted eyes. You take a calm bath, rest on the soft mattress, look through the window, and enjoy the minutes of safety. In the morning, you find a stool with large wooden plate bearing aromatic breakfast and a decent stew, with a dip of white bread to dip. Sorry. The innkeeper is putting firewood into the stove. He asks you if you need anything. Any leftovers? Glossiest bands. He wants to get the answer from me. Okay, Howler Still, gotcha. So I need to talk to the mayor of Howler Still. Thankfully I wrote it down. Show me your wares. I don't need any of these. Nah. I'm good. Thank you. You know what? I think this is a good place to stop the game. Let's save. Let's save because I don't wanna lose this. I wanna live forever. Let's quit. Quit. Are you satisfied? Are you sure you wanna quit the game? Man, I can't believe I read as are you satisfied? That's crazy. The game isn't autosave, but you can save it randomly. Yes. Yeah. I want to cut it there because that was a good note. That was a good note. You know. Yeah, you guys, we did it. We did it. Yeah. Don't you see, Mo? We did it. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. I'm so glad that we were able to play the game this time without any lag or like any interruptions, I guess. Because I mean, like I can't stop praising my brother for adding the graphics card, because it just came in this morning, and my brother was worried that it wasn't gonna work well for the stream. But I'm glad it works well. So you guys might see me with my other model soon. My prank today was you losing all your progress. No, no, you suck, Ori. No, hell nah, brother. Hell nah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I keep forgetting that it's April Fools, but you know, the fool is nothing. The fool is that you get no prank here. All you get is me. That's your April Fool's joke. Have a nice day. Yeah, you guys have too. Have a nice day, everybody. Maraming salamat sa pagpunta nyo. Thank you guys so much for coming. And I'll see you guys next time. Paalam and goodbyes. Take care. Ingat. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you.